Hi. I'm struggle streaming. The mic is on. I'm oh, this is hard. I've never done something so hard in my life. And I'm frustrated because I'm somebody who likes to figure things out and I'm going to have to literally hire an IT consultant for an hour or two to talk me through this because I've done all the YouTube Googling and I can't even find anything current for the current version of StreamYards. I can't, I've only found older videos with older formats and they don't even have the same buttons as what I'm looking at or the same setup and layout in the studio and stuff. So I wanted this to be a members only stream, but I can't get it to work. So I am struggling. And I feel bad because I want to do members only streams because you guys pay membership, so you deserve to have that. So I'm going to go ahead and do the stream like I was going to tonight, but public. And then I'm going to put on a Met Gala Ball Bonanza membership stream once I have it all figured out for you guys, because I feel like such a shit for not being able to figure this all out. Yeah, I do. I feel terrible because you're paying money to have members only streams and I can't provide them. So if I can't figure it out, this is what I'm going to do. If I can't figure it out in the next couple of days and get this right and get it sorted so there's no fluffing about, I am going to just give everybody their money back. I will even figure out how to do that. And I will quit the memberships until I can get this right. But I can't get this right without playing around and having memberships. So if your patience can be like extended, that'd be great. And I'm trying. I'm really, really, really trying, but I can't get it to work. Frustrated as all F, you know? But I've got 15 people here, so I only have 16 members. So people know. People know. So I'm assuming not everybody here's a member, but thank you for coming anyway, guys. So let me say hi to everybody. I'm going to read the chat. Carlotta, I see you. I see you. I went through my, I went into my Google account and looked to see if you were blocked, and somehow you've come up blocked. So unless I've accidentally done it during a stream or something else, or we were in another chat and I've accidentally blocked you from my channel, I don't know. But you're here now. Woo-hoo! Okay. Hi, Grateful Live. Oceana's song. Oceana's always here. She's always on it. She knows. She must have eyes everywhere. Outshine 51. Hattie McFatty. I'm sorry, darling. You and Oceana are one of my members, and I'm determined to figure it out, and I'm frustrated as the all get out. But we'll move on from that now, and we'll just have a nice fun stream doing some stuff, and then I will figure it out. I've gotten up nice and early. It is 3 something in the morning, nearly 3:30 in the morning. I've been awake since 2. I'm getting myself set up and organized. That's why I'm so annoyed, because I thought it was perfect. But I've got some videos. I've got something for myself. I'll save that one. I'll save that for a members only stream. There is a video of my Sydney trip that I wanted to play, but I won't do that on the public stream, but I will do that during my members only, because that's like special content for you guys, because you're special. But I have got a couple of videos that I wanted to review. I pulled up Nala Stomps, the one that I talked about last time. So we're going to be watching some of that. And another little video that What's Happening made about 7 months ago that is right on tune with Chantal's mood right now. So I wanted to play that. It's only about 6 minutes long and it's so old. I don't think they'd mind me getting using it for views, because I think it's got all its main views for now. It's from What's Happening's channel, so please go subscribe. I will put the link in the description once I upload this one later. And yeah, okay, so who else is here? Blondie B. Hello, Blondie. Simona B, Sarah B. Well, we've got all the B's. Is that B for boss bitch? Is that what the B is for? Or beautiful, bountiful, bonny lass? Who else? I just want to make sure I haven't missed anybody. No mama. Hi, no mama. Another Aussie. Fantastic. I'm in Queensland. Where are you from? Emotional support muffin. Hello. Hi. Carlotta, grateful I Blondie, be grateful I Blondie, be Jade. Hello, Jay. You're where did Jade go? I lost it. Sorry about the squinting, guys. Da 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 da. Yes, and StreamYard. StreamYard's there as well. All right. M Hubs. Hi. Yes, this is an open stream now because the members only didn't work. I still can't work it. But let's get going with the video. Okay, so about 7 months ago, Chantal, unless you don't want to watch it, but I figured it'd be nice to just get the temperature of how Chantal treats people who are struggling with mental health issues. We all know that Shannon's had some troubles, and we see that she's got a little friendship there with French girl, and this really bothers Chantal, and a little bit rightfully so. But we know Foodie goes for the throat when anything happens. Her ego. And she was struggling really badly. Like she asked for help, and I want to play a little video that's just a temperature gauge on how much Chantal cares for other people's mental health and people that are close to her. So maybe we could take her lead when we consider how we're going to be affected by her mental health struggles going forward. I'm not saying do anything. I'm just saying that maybe we could use Chantal as an example on how we would treat somebody who's struggling with mental health. Okay. Or we could treat her with a little bit more kindness and consideration than she gave Shannon. It's totally up to you with what you would like to do with that. Okay. All right. Let's go. I know this part works. I've got this part down. Okay. Okay. And I like this one. So the next one. This one. This is the one I'm choosing to use from now on. I like this one better. Okay. Let's go. This one.
Are you serious? I never even said her fucking name. Now she's gonna try for sympathy and try to be an enemy again. What's the point of posting my text messages? And my phone number. Okay, time to block Shannon from my fucking life for good. Shitty friend. Go cry and make a fucking reaction channel. You don't think maybe I was not over the fucking fact that you completely outed me and berated me whenever I was going through the same thing you are now? Goodbye. It's too bad, but sorry, like it should have been done a long time ago. Right from the beginning when she fucking did that to me. Right from the beginning. So just to remind you.
So when someone is at their worst, at their lowest, that's what she does. Someone has taken themselves to a care facility because they are in such dire straits, and that's the voice message she leaves to somebody. And she's going to sit up on camera, cry. I have my opinions on whether the crying was genuine or not. And expects us to just be like, oh, she's sad, she's upset. Let's, back off. And whenever she says something awful and terrible, we're just going to have to shut our mouths and let her go. And how long do we do that for? How long do we stop critiquing and calling her out? Because her actions, her mental health doesn't get a pass for that. How we treat her and the language we use, we can soften it, and we could be a little bit more respectful and not use, the descriptors that we use for her that are our true gut feelings to soften that blow a little bit for her. But do we just stop criticizing altogether or commenting or calling her out because she gets upset and she gets sad and it affects her mental health? Is that our job? That's what we're meant to do? Okay. Well, she could have given Shannon a pass maybe this time.
I'm an asshole? No, you're a bitch. You wanna know why? I never mentioned her name, ever. Number one, when I was right in the throes of being in an abuse, right after he hit me the first time, and I was addicted to coke, and I went to her daughter's fucking party, and she did coke with me. She now, I don't know, she reached out to me a while ago. She is now addicted to cocaine. She was addicted to coke bad. I gave her $2,000 for her fucking house to move. I gave her $400 the last time I saw her because she asked me for help.
Now, I don't know about you, but somebody that I'm angry with, somebody I haven't made up with, and somebody I don't intend on having an ongoing relationship with as a friend, I would not be forking out nearly $2,500. Oh, thanks, Muffin. Thank you for your new membership. I am struggle with the members only streams, but I am gonna work it out, guys. I promise. But does that sound like somebody that you're intending on not being friends with, or you're having some troubles or issues with? Or does that seem like somebody that you'd had a conversation, you decided you worked it out, you're going to forgive each other and just go forward as a friend? Is that what that sounds like? Well, that's what it sounds like to me.
So now she's in that situation. She's in an abusive relationship and she was addicted to coke. And she's in the exact same situation I was in, which I find very fucking triggering to even deal with that shit right now. Like I'm barely out of that kind of situation myself. Okay. She was.
I know this is a very serious topic, but can we just clock the outfit? I mean, if side-eye were an outfit, this would be a side-eye outfit. If she went out in public like this, I would look. I'm not going to lie. I'm probably going to judge. But why? I mean, I do actually kind of like the beanie, just not with this outfit. I would do that beanie with an all black outfit, maybe some little white sneakers or something like that, and some crazy colored nails like orange or something. But why are we going church lady tea cozy outfit? Like,
I don't know. She was having, I don't want to get into all her life story, but she was having problems, whatever. So, and then that's what I said in my text. So basically, I didn't say anything wrong in the text. So why are you even showing my text messages with my fucking phone number? You're a total bitch. You're in the hospital. Work on your self healing. You need to. I can't do anything for you. I don't even, honestly, like, so basically, I just find myself very, I guess, like, whenever this happened, she was supposed to be my friend for 30 years. What would you expect your friend of 30 years to do if you were in an abusive relationship addicted to drugs? What she did when I went.
Do you see how she escalates it for her needs and then she downplays it to like get out of it? I was in an abusive relationship and highly addicted to drugs. Guys, I was only on it for 6 months and I'm not there now, and he's such a great guy, and it changes. And she threw in Shannon's drug issues on top of her past drug issues, on top of the mental health stuff that she's going through. Like, she just, she's got to stick it in. She just can't. It's like she just has no social gauge or no sensitivity to others' feelings, and especially in this situation, I'm just this bugs me the most.
Back with him, she outed it publicly for everyone to know that he hit me. Then she joined forces with FFG, the biggest fucking bully on YouTube, proceeded to talk about things from my childhood, fucking completely insulted me for my weight, for everything. She was became the nastiest enemy. She became an enemy. And I'm sorry that I guess I'm having a harder time dealing with that and getting over it than I thought I would have. Sorry, I didn't think that I would react this way, but yeah, I do. I opened up and I talked about.
She's mad that Shannon's going through something and asks for help. She's angry. She's angry that people didn't respond in the same way that she did, because we don't feel the same way that Shannon did at the time, and we don't feel the same way Foodie did at the time. Shannon thought they were still friends. Foodie was annoyed. She didn't want to deal with it. And when Shannon got upset that she was rejected by her friend in her worst hour and outed that, people got on Foodie about it. She got mad because she expected that everyone would be like, yeah, it's a lot to deal with. I wouldn't have dealt with that either. Yeah, you're right. No, everyone was like, you're a crap friend. You're a horrible person. How could you do that? Even if you hate someone, how could you do that? Just,
like how I was feeling about it, because like her mom was calling me incessantly. She was messaging me off the hook. And I like, even after I told her, like, look, and then after she messaged me that, hey, I guess I won't. I was just saying how I was feeling. I didn't say her name, nothing. Maybe people put 2 and 2 together, whatever. It's still, out of respect. I didn't say anything.
people put 2 and 2 together and just guessed. They just guessed that it was Shannon that I was talking about. I mean, I didn't drop enough, info, tone, enough hints to figure out who it was. People are just really, really clever guys. Super clever.
Thing. She deserves to be dragged. She's not a friend. I don't care if that makes me a bitch. Yeah, sorry. I mean, I don't feel like she's a good friend at all, and I don't. Maybe she never was, and I'm just realizing it now. I don't know. Maybe this friendship just never. It's very dated. Like, we were really good friends in high school, but we didn't talk much outside of high school. Yes, off and on. She accused me of not being there when she was going through her abusive relationship. Blah blah blah. And no, I wasn't. I wasn't. We weren't really talking at the time. Not when if they turn like that. Like, there's some things I just can't get past. Like, I'm sorry, but like that super chat, it's bullshit. She wasn't a friend for 30.
The things that Foodie can't get past is anything that's a slight against her ego. She literally just cannot stand anyone challenging her or maybe detracting from her, or a friend criticizing her or saying that's not cool, bro. There's nothing. You have to just zip it and go with the flow.
30 years. She wasn't. If she's going to go and link up with FFG, she made a reaction channel about me. Fell apart with Shannon, and that's okay. She's toxic as fuck. She is, and I cannot have the toxic shit in my life right now. So go suck the chode of FFG, which I know you'll do because you have no integrity, and that's it. You need to worry about healing yourself, whatever. Like, just everything was just stressing me out.
And that's the thing. She's just adding fuel to the fire at this point for Shannon. Like, I just can't imagine what was going through Shannon's head at the time. The rejection, the hurt, the already existing pain and dark thoughts, and then somebody you thought that could be there for you because it knows you so well has just and done it publicly, and then insulted you and called you names and outed other things that are probably very shameful for you. But Chantal wants us to be caring about her feelings.
No, I don't want her to pay me back. I wasn't alone. I gave her the money because I cared. She asked me for help, and I had the money. So even with family toxicity, even family members can be toxic, and you have every right to cut them the fuck out, blood or not. I realize that you're like, you need to look out for number one in life, man. Anyways, that's it. Over. I'm so done. Like, I just can't. I'm cutting like toxic people out of my life. Shannon had the nerve to tweet, making money off of my mental health is just fucking gross. I made money where?
Thank you, Rocky. I watched your video earlier today talking about the Missy Moo thing, and that's very telling. I think the more Chantal talks about Missy Moo, the more that she's going to reveal. It would be great if Missy Moo just publicly came out and just apologized to the people that she doxed. Not that it's going to make a lot of difference, but it would be a nice gesture. I don't think it's going to change a lot of people's opinions, but I thought that was a really good point that you brought up, and I'm glad somebody's covering that, because out of all the things that happens on the YouTubes, the doxing is absolutely the worst because it really does hurt people. It can alter the course of their lives simply because someone dared to have enough attitude or enough brain process to get online, make a video, to say words. You've decided that you're gonna burn their house down. You are gonna bring their life down in flames because you're upset and angry about something. Doxing is the word. It's the word, and it's dangerous. It's really dangerous. Like physically knowing where people are, their names, their children's names, their husbands and their partners' names. It's frightening because you don't know who's seeing that information. Not everybody is a suburban housewife looking at people on the internet. There are some crazy stalky people out there that will physically come for you if they just whatever enters their mind. Like it's scary and it shouldn't be done. And it shouldn't be condoned either. And thank you for the compliment about my glasses. They are pretty nice.
And I said, didn't you do the same thing to her? Yep. Yep. And then some. She made a whole channel. I talked for 3 minutes about how I was feeling because it stressed me out. And I didn't mention her name. So, whatever. This is why I don't want to fuck with her. Like, she always plays so fucking dirty like that. She's, like, insane. I can't. I need to get all of these toxic people out of my life. First was Natter, bad friendships, apparently, and bad friggin' ex-beezers. Yeah, you were just saying that you felt guilty. She made a channel to talk shit. Pretty big difference. Exactly. Yes, Lindsay. Exactly. Like, here's the thing. I was just being honest about my feelings, and I purposely didn't say her name, you know? So they made a reaction channel, and that was a dead giveaway. Yeah, well, maybe, but oh well.
Oh no. Yeah. I'm exposing you to my K-pop stuff. I hope nobody's been tainted now. Go back. All right. So we'll stop that one. So, what did we all think about that? I mean, I thought it was very she always asks for compassion when she can't give compassion to others. I go back and forth about this stuff because I find it difficult with Chantal. And sorry for your blue glasses that you've lost their natural ginger. That is a disaster when you can't find your favorite pair of glasses. They're like a comfortable pair of shoes, were your favorite ones. Your others are okay, but some are just better than others. I find it difficult. And hello, Hannibal. I see you in here. Let me just say hi to a few people that have come in. Grateful, natural, bamboozled. Hello, Jarella. I see you, Jarella. Itivan at 21. Emotional smart muffin, who's now a member. Woo-woo. Melissa Phelps. Oh, that's all right. I love your hair, by the way, Melissa. It is stunning. And your little giggles are adorable. Who else have I got? Who have I missed? Who have I missed? Who have I missed? Cowboy dog, hello. I know I'm waving, but it's a natural response, right? Rhythm art, hello. Mud slacker, hello. Mad slacker, I said mud slacker, mad slacker. Oh, thanks. It's the purple. Purple always works. Purple's a good color for most people. Oh, what have we got? Hal, Neve, and Ethy's mum. If I've missed anybody, I'm sorry. But yes, so when I was looking around today, I was looking forward just to something that would just show how she was around that time, because the big theme for today was I'm quitting YouTube. I'm never coming back. You guys suck. You're so mean to me. My mental health is struggling. I'm a person with depression and anxiety. It's like, yes, a lot of us have depression and anxiety, and it ebbs and flows. Sometimes it's worse than others, but at all times we should take care, right? That doesn't give you a pass, right? From being an asshole. You are not, your behaviors and actions aren't always attributed to the cause. The cause of it isn't always your mental health. Sometimes it's your personality. That is a personality trait. It just is. Some people just unfiltered. Some people are quick to anger. Some people are just rude, large ego. That's got nothing to do with your mental health. It can influence it, but it's not caused by it. That's who you are at the core. And that's how we have to learn to manage it. So for her to ask us to be like, stop being gross, stop being mean, it's like, well, individually, this is how I see it. She's like, I've reported to YouTube, I'm being bullied. YouTube looks at it on an individual basis. They look at each individual layer of content and go, that one is suitable, it's not bullying. That one is suitable, that's not bullying. That's okay. They check them and they're okay. But as a collective whole, she is getting a lot of criticism from a lot of areas. But individually, that criticism is sound and fits within terms of service. So the sheer volume of the okayed criticism is not enough for YouTube to be like, let's shut every single one of those channels down because it's upsetting Chantal. It's making her cry. It's making her mad. Maybe a normal person, let me just pop that up. A normal person would be like, I am getting a lot of attention and I'm getting a lot of negative attention. Perhaps I need to look at myself and see if there's something that I could do better. Maybe there's something I could change. Okay. What does it say? I'm a lurker in FFG's chat mostly. I don't want to hear about FB's mental health when she openly says she doesn't go to therapy, mentions her anger issues, does nothing about it, then it's an excuse. True. It's unmanaged mental health, and that's fine because a lot of people can't actually get, it's not fine, but it's understandable in circumstances where you can't afford to go and get management, you can't afford the ongoing medications, you have some resistance to therapy because of situations. Some people don't respond well to therapy. And some people have certain thoughts and beliefs around medication. And those can be true and valid or they're misinformed or they've had a bad history. But when you have the resources, you have verbally said that you are seeking out therapy, but you just don't go, or you've openly lied about going to therapy, talked about therapy sessions, started medication, then stopped medication. Her attitude that she's presented to us is that she wants therapy and she's going to go to therapy and she's going to get treatment for her mental health. And then she just doesn't. So when she says, I'm struggling and it's flaring up and it's really bad and I need support, not criticism, it falls on deaf ears because her inaction, she's not trying to help her. So why should we try and help her? She's not a friend. She's not a colleague. She's not somebody that we have care for in that way, as another human being perhaps, but not as somebody that I value. I don't value Foodie in that way. I don't want to exacerbate it, but I'm not going to stop doing what I'm doing because she tries to cry a little bit and she's mad. She's angry. She's not upset. She's angry at all of us. That's what's going on. Okay, so I have got the 2 videos from today. I have her live stream where she's quitting, blah de blah, and I also have her Ramadan video. Do you want to watch either or both of those? Totally up to you. I know you've probably all seen it. I haven't watched either of them. I've seen the beginnings. I hope there's nothing in there that she says or doxes anybody or does anything mean or bad or anything like that. Oh. There seems to be some, yeah, I did see the situation or the interaction with them where it's like, I don't know where Salah is. Obviously not in here supporting me. I don't know where you are. You're not in the chat. So I knew. And didn't we do that with one of our manifestations? That was our last manifestation during the last live stream, is that there was going to be public bickering. Guys, maybe that's why I've got the cold in my live streamings, because I've put something out there and I'm getting something back. I know. But you know what Foodie's like with the support. You have to be all in 100% of the time, foot on the pedal. Any tiny little bit of like own actual opinion, thoughts, ideas, she can't handle it. It has to be all her way. And the fact that she's hangry. Oh, the 2 choices, Cinderella, the 2 choices were the Ramadan, where she's showing her Ramadan journey to us, or the actual longer live stream from today where she's quitting YouTube because we're all big fat meanies. Yeah. And if she's quitting YouTube, she's quitting her income. If she believes that she's going to make money, I've got to stop this chair thingy, swinging thing. It's annoying. If she thinks she's going to go onto TikTok and make the same kind of money that she needs to live off, she is in for a rude awakening. Does she realize that TikTok doesn't pay on the same scale as YouTube? It is pennies for 1,000 views. She doesn't have a large following on TikTok. You have to have millions and millions of followers to make any sort of income. And then it is from promotions and ads and contracts and things like that. You don't make money from the views. And her views are going to be hate views as well. She's not going to have the audience that she thinks she's going to get on the YouTubes. She is known on TikTok now with a very particular type of reputation, and she's not going to get the audience that she thinks. Changing platforms will not help her. Oh, me? Who? Oh, what did I miss? Sorry, I'm really bad, and I try not to squint because I think it puts people off. I think people get scared. Hi, Daisy. Daisy and me. Hello. Yeah, I don't read as many comments as I should because they're here and I'm moving back and forth. I'll get better. I promise. Her live is there. Types 2 quite. Times 2. She's a bit faster times 2, but I can put it on and we can try it at 1.5. Do we want to do that? All right. Let me get out of there. I find it funny when I'm in my playlist and then it goes to something that's not in my playlist. I find that very funny. It's like, no, that's not what I wanted. I wanted this one instead. Okay. Okay, so let's do this one. Okay, so do you want to do the Ramadan one instead? Or, yeah, FFG's chat is very big and busy. That's because people have got lots to say. She's got lots of energy. I think that's why a lot of people go in there. It feels like it's fast and furious and it's got a big energy. And that's what, a lot of people like that quick interaction as well. Yeah, and I don't think she understands that because we talked about that the other day when we did the Ramadan one, is that you have to actually have, like, your behavior is very strict during Ramadan as well. Like, you have to really focus on the tenets and the behavior list. There's a whole list of things that they want you to try and be like. And it's not just the fasting and it's not just the prayer, it's your attitude and behavior that also counts towards Ramadan. And she just blew it. Blew it. So, are we doing the live stream or Ramadan? Rage quit. Okay. Are we doing rage quit? Throw it up. Rage quit. Okay. We'll do rage quit. Okay. Sorry, I'm going out of screen because I've got to see what I'm doing. Okay, ready? Okay, what does it say? Yeah, she does want it the same way. Like, she doesn't understand that she's not going to get a brand new audience. Like, she's not going to be able to just completely clear everybody out and then just replace them with whole new people. She's not that kind of creator that can just build up a new audience with the content that she's putting out now. She's a very distinct flavor of YouTube personality. Okay, let's go because this is a long one. It's on 1.5. If it's too fast, we'll try and slow it down. Like she's come in with just a bad attitude. Look at her face. She's got the pursed lips, frowny eyes. She's a bit squinty. She's mad. She must have had a fight with Salah. She must have had a fight with Salah before she's gone on, and that's why she's so emotional and hangry. I knew there'd be tears. I knew there'd be tears. Go. There we go. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Can't hear her. All right. Okay. Let's try this a different way then. Okay. Know if you can hear her now.
Thanks, Aisha. There's so many ignorant people on this platform. It's so disgusting. I've never in my life, like, and then there's like, I don't know, I just really, really, really don't get it. And then there's people like, oh, well, you have to be accountable for your actions. Why do I have to be accountable to a complete stranger on the internet who doesn't know me, who doesn't know anything about my life? Why do I have to be accountable for that? I don't think so. Like, the only person I have to be accountable to is God.
Can you hear her now? Yay!
I don't know, Elizabeth. I'm just disgusted in YouTube. I feel like they don't care about their creators. There's no way to protect yourself from people using your content against you and just using it. Like, there's just no way. Yeah. You don't owe anyone anything. Exactly. And what about people being accountable in that crappy community? They're not accountable for themselves. You know what I mean? They're the type of people who cause other.
But we are accountable. We're accountable in the same way that she is accountable. When we do and say things that people don't like, they call us out and we can then respond in the way that we choose to. We can have it the same interaction. There are people who may not like the things that I say or that Erie says or Sarah Jane says, and they come in and they tell us, and how we respond is how we deal with it. It's how you deal with your criticism that's different. She could have slowed it down, she could have cleared it away, or she could not continue to instigate or inflame it or bring it up or continue to talk about it and go in a different direction. That's how we are accountable. We are accountable in exactly the same way.
To harm themselves. That's what they want, Numi. They want people to harm themselves. It like makes them happy. It's disgusting. Like there's no people.
I want to clarify, I do not want anybody to harm themselves. I don't want anyone to threaten to harm themselves. I don't want anyone to actually harm themselves. I don't want anyone to get to a stage where they would potentially do that to themselves. But what I also want is I don't want somebody using that as a shield or as a tool for manipulation to make people bad for them. I also don't want that.
Like that here in this part of the world. Like nobody does that. Nobody beats each other up online. Nobody talks about each other online. Nobody does any of that stuff at all. Period. No, because I don't want people profiting off of being like bullying me over my content. Basic. I don't want it. I'd rather not even post, you know. Yeah, I'm done with it, Tracy. I'm done with it. I'm just done with it. The amount of disgusting things I've heard.
Do we think she's done? Does anybody think she's done? I don't think she's done at all. Well, I'm just going to go turn my light off. Be back 2 seconds. I like that ambiance a little bit better. It's more romantic.
Heard her say just about like Islamophobic things and just disgusting things. I'm just done. Like I'm done being fat shamed by other fat people on the internet who have immensely deep-rooted, disgusting problems with themselves. I'm done with it. I'm done with being the beating post of that community. I'm over it. So find something else to do with your life. How about you go talk about that man that.
Okay, I actually went and looked up the definition and she's got it incorrect. It's called whipping post. And I looked that up today because I'm like, what? You know, I wanted to refresh my memory. It's like, are the connotations of that statement? I know it's a little throwaway things, but I'm a geek. I like things like that. And I looked it up, and the whipping post was a public post that they used to put people on for punishment publicly, and they'd whip them and beat them and do all sorts of things. But often it was just random people pulled from the crowd and tied up and beaten. And the statement is not random people, but people in the community, blah, blah, blah. But the context of that statement is that people that are hurt and beaten and used to take the frustrations out on that have nothing to do with them by other people. That's what that statement is. A whipping post is when you beat me up because you're mad at something else or somebody else. Chantal is not the community's whipping post. She is the focus of the community because of her actions and her behaviors and the things that she says and the things that she does and the decisions that she makes. We call that out. That is not being a whipping post. We are her whipping post, but we say things, so we have that right of reply, but she uses everybody around her as a whipping post. She will literally take her anger out on her beezers in her chat. She will take her anger out on Sarah Jane randomly. She will talk about FFG randomly. Even when there's nothing going on, she will just throw stuff out there. So again, Chantal being a hypocrite.
That you were talking about when I wasn't posting, you made 5,000 views. She makes 40,000 views talking about me and 5K with these other people that she talks about. Like, I'm done with it. I'm not going to be on a platform to make less money than somebody and they just do nothing but bully me. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Period. You win. Have fun.
Bamboozled, it's not defense, it's retaliation. It's very different. We're at war. We're at war with Foodie. And we'll throw a grenade and she hits us with a bazooka. That's how it works. Like we say, oh, the way to calling somebody that name is not okay, Chantal. That makes you look like a bit of a bitch. Well, you're fat, ugly, and stupid and a loser and you live in a shed. Oh, okay. Like it's overkill. It literally is overkill.
Yeah, exactly, Mimi. Go ahead, take care. Use my old content. No one's going to care soon about that. Seriously, I'm just finished with it. I have to take care of my mental health. I feel like being on the same platform as these people feels like they're in my home with me. Like I wanted to, I can't be a part of it. Like mentally, I just can't be. I don't know. So that's it. I let them win. I guess it's your. I mean, if they win, that's fine. I'm done because in the end, I win because I'm protecting my mental health. Like I'm seriously fed up. Like I can't handle it. So I can't do it. So I just don't even feel the same about being on here at all. I think maybe it is time for a change. Like maybe I'm supposed to do something else. You know.
Didn't she say last week that she loves YouTube? She loves doing streams. She loves her community. It's what she wants to do, you know? That was last week. She was literally saying that last week. But you know what I really think's going on here is that she honestly thought that the reversion, the husband, the change in location, moving to another country was going to wipe the slate clean. Everyone was going to just forget the Chantal of old and just accept her new way of life and all her changes. And she was going to get all these new viewers that were on the same page as her, the Islamic community, that were going to support and embolden her and because they're like her, you know, living in a Muslim country and doing all the Islamic things and understanding her. But the reality is she is just a Western person she's cosplaying. She's put on a new outfit. She's put on a new character and it's a costume. You can't she can't present genuine content because she doesn't feel anything in a genuine way. She acts in a certain way and we can feel the fakeness. We can feel that it's not genuine. And where are all her new viewers? Where is the community that she wants support from? And what a beautiful community that she could have, because I've seen YouTubers and some TikTokers that are like individual, like fashion bloggers that are Muslim. And then there's plenty of couples channels that do blogs and stuff. And they seem to have a really great dynamic and they have a really good attitude and they really engage you with the differences and the similarities in their life. But Chantal just makes it like it's a battle. We're battling her. And she's trying to put out that we're racist and Islamophobic, where realistically, has anybody on any of the reactor channels heard any one of us say anything defamatory about her actual religion? Like we don't like the religion of Islam as a whole or as a concept. For her, we understand there are problems within that religion, as there is across the board with any religion. But have we actually defamed her because she's gone to Islam, because we think it's bad, or we have a distaste for that religion? Has anybody heard anybody say anything Islamophobic? We've been dumbophobic and nastyophobic and stupidophobic, but we haven't been Islamophobic. I mean, I don't even care about the hijab. I'm mad that she makes her outfit so ugly. That's all I worry about. The hijabs aren't ugly. The coordinating outfit underneath it is tragic.
You know, I don't know what. I have ideas, but I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, Mandy, exactly. It's become so toxic, Aisha. I'll community post you guys and let you know. We might release some driving videos, but as for vlogs together, no, I don't want to even. I don't even want to share my life with people on here, like other than you guys. I don't want to share my life. I really don't. Hey, Ink Fairy, welcome. Don't. I'm okay for money. Like my husband works and has a business, so what? Echo here.
No. I'm the worst. I'm the absolute worst. I do this all the time. I hit the wrong button. There we go. Fixed it. But that's the thing. That's the thing. Sala didn't marry her or bring her over there, in my opinion, to support her completely and financially. And do we think he makes enough money to support her? To support the both of them? It looked like he was barely scraping by to support himself, then to add her into the mix. If she's not doing YouTube and not bringing in an income, she's of no benefit to him because of the kind of relationship that they have. It's transactional. If it was a genuine love relationship where you support your other partner financially, I mean, I took 6 months off work and my husband didn't say a word to me about it. And we both rely on both our relationships. He just took the load for 6 months. And then I went back to work and since then we've both financially done it. But we have a marriage where we got married because we were in love and we knew each other for ages and we knew the dynamic and, he understands my mental health and all that good stuff. And it's a different kind of situation. Whereas I don't think he anticipated taking on a whole nother adult to parent. I don't think that's going to last very long. Maybe that's where the support's not coming in. He wants her to stay on YouTube and she wants to quit. And didn't she make a big deal about if I wanted to quit tomorrow, I don't have to pay for a thing and he'll support me. Now, the reality of that may not be as true as she tries to make out.
Thanks, Aisha. There's so many ignorant people on this platform. It's so disgusting. I've never in my life, and then there's I don't know, I just really, really, really don't get it. And then there's people oh, well, you have to be accountable for your actions. Why do I have to be accountable to a complete stranger on the internet who doesn't know me, who doesn't know anything about my life? Why do I have to be accountable for that? I don't think so. The only person I have to be accountable to is God. Why do I have to be accountable to a complete stranger on the internet who doesn't know me, who doesn't know anything about my life? Why do I have to be accountable for that? I don't think so.
Because when you say to somebody, you make fun of their voice, you make fun of their body, you make fun of their age, you make fun of their living conditions, you make fun of their financial system, the situation, and you make fun of their relationship status, and you try to dox them, you should be accountable for that. Even if you don't know them, we don't know you, and we still have to be held accountable for the things we say to you, and you don't know us. So you have to be accountable to the people that you make those comments about because you're saying it about a particular person and a particular thing. So when you talk about SA in a bad way or DV in a bad way, you are accountable to all those victims. When you put out misinformation out there, you're accountable to those people. That's how it works. You can't just say things, let it fall where it is, and just expect everyone just be like, cool, 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 cool. People react and respond to information that's given to them. It's how the world works. And it's not always going to be in your favor. I know that's your family dynamic. I know that's how it works for her family. Chantal does something dumb. They let it go. That's just Chantal being Chantal. The rest of us are not your family members. We don't have to just take it and just, sweep it under the rug and move on to the next dumb thing you do. We have the opportunity to tell you when you're doing dumb stuff and you're acting in a terrible way. That's how the world works. And most of us don't get that sort of criticism because we don't go around saying the stupid things and doing the stupid things and the nasty, awful, terrible things that you say and do. That's why we don't get that same sort of criticism.
The only person I have to be accountable to is God.
Is that the same God that hates all of us? I've got that clip where she said, yes, I'm Muslim and my God hates you too. Is that the same God that hates all of us? I'm curious, just curious, if that's the same God that you have to answer to.
I don't know, Elizabeth. I'm just disgusted in YouTube. I feel like they don't care about their creators. There's no way to protect yourself from people using your content against you and just using it. There's just no way. Yeah. You don't owe anyone anything. Exactly. And what about people being accountable in that crappy community? They're not accountable for themselves. You know what I mean? They're the type of people who cause others to harm themselves. That's what they want, Numi. They want people to harm themselves. It makes them happy. It's the gym. I'm totally done with just, Yeah, people have come to my home. Yeah, really knew me. I'm surprised people haven't, exactly, because they would get arrested if they came here. You know, they would never get away with it. So why would I want to be in part of a world where you have freedom of speech, but that speech is used to destroy people's psyche? Like, why? No, no, no. Mm-mm. Never.
First of all, Canada doesn't have freedom of speech. They have different laws and legislations. America has freedom of speech, but they don't have freedom of hate speech. And the freedom of speech is actually there designed to make sure that you can criticize your government and the systems in place. It's not there to sit there and talk shit and defame people. Freedom of speech is not just say what you want and get away with it. It's an actual policy in place to make sure that the people can criticize the government that runs them for their own best interest. That's what freedom of speech is. Don't be dumb. Australia doesn't even have freedom of speech. Freedom of speech is something just America has. We have controls in place that you can't swear in public. You're not supposed to. You're not supposed to use hateful language in public. You can't say racial slurs. You can't verbally assault people in public. There is certain language that you just cannot use. There are laws around it. Not every country is the same.
Yeah. Anyway,
Hi, Drama Llama.
that's it. Hey, Jack, how are you?
Eerie, you are not going to hell. You will be sitting up there with your little harp, with your fabulous eyebrows and your beautiful dark hair, cracking jokes, making all the archangels laugh. You'll be up there having a great old time. You'll have center stage. Don't you worry, my love.
So, I'm just very emotional right now. I don't know where Salah is. I guess not supporting me right now, I guess.
That was very passive aggressive, wasn't it? Very passive aggressive. Do you reckon that she's asked him to come over from his flat and he didn't want to come? I'm busy. I need you right now. No, I've got some stuff to do. You'll just have to wait. Ooh.
Shut up, spleen. Wrong for what? What? So you're gonna tell me that the people who make videos of me every day, shaming my apartment, shaming my husband, shaming my body, are you kidding? Shaming my religion, that I'm not good enough in my religion, every little thing. Are you kidding?
No,
More, because
we are not shaming her religion. I hate this. Like all the other stuff, that's opinion and that's context, whatever. But nobody's shaming her religion. We are shaming her lack of her ignorance regarding her own brand new religion. That is what we are commenting on. Her ignorance. I know I've done research into it because I want to have an idea and gauge what I'm talking about, whether she's, engaged or involved or what she needs to do so I can keep up to date. And people like to learn and know things. We're nosy bitches, We know more than she does. She learns just enough to pull it off in public, but she doesn't go behind the scenes and talk about the things that we really want to know. She just skates over the top so she can look Muslim enough. But wouldn't it be a lovely arc to actually see her go through the full motions in a genuine way and see the transformation? Because if she actually got some inner peace and some stability in her life, wouldn't that be an interesting arc to watch? To see her evolve and change into a calmer, more logical, reasonable person. I don't think her personality is going to change. I still think she's going to be the same Chantal on the inside. But I think that a different tone of Foodie Beauty would be interesting to see.
well, Tracy, I think I'm gonna take a long break from social media then.
Keeps flipping
I love
backwards,
that
and I
for
don't
you.
know
Well,
why.
guess what? Find something else. Yeah. I'm trying to focus on positive, Jack. I'm trying so hard. And I do appreciate the positivity. But I think it's like beyond in my case. It's just not even, it's not enjoyable. When it's not enjoyable for me to be I don't have to delete my channel. I can earn income on my old videos. Biggins. So get out of here. It's not enjoyable for me anymore. That's when I'm like, I can't, you know? Yeah, I know. And people are just insane. Like,
I'm going to read Erie's comment because she always says smart stuff. Woo! And then it went away. Hello, Wilma, Jensen, and Miss T. Hello. Okay, here we go. No, show it. Show it, show it. Oh, it won't pop up now. Okay, I'm going to try and read it from the little screen. What she fails to understand is that besides her changing her style, nothing else has changed. She still rages and says disgusting things. We don't even have to go back a year. We can just look at now. That's right. Her outfit's changed. Her attitude and state of being hasn't changed. She is exactly the same person, just a different partner.
you have people like frigging Messy Moo. Like, did you see the interview she did? Are you serious? We have DMs of your husband messaging Salah and saying, we have the DMs. You are a liar. We have the DMs of you saying that it wasn't you who sent that super chat. So you're clearly a liar and you lied so much. And then Islam shaming my abaya looks like a couch cushion. Really? Okay.
Saying that the fabric that you're wearing on your body is ugly is not Islam shaming. It's outfit shaming. It's a shaming of it's a criticism of her outfit because it is an abaya, which is cultural, not religious. Is not religion shaming. She's just calling out an ugly outfit. If she had a pretty one on, I'd be like, oh, that's a pretty abaya. Is that, am I now supporting Islam? Am I over the top? Am I standing Islam because I like her abaya? No, I'm standing the outfit.
You're a decent human being. You're a piece of crap that all along. Like, I can't. People are so fake. I hate fake people. I cannot be a part of that. I cannot heal my mental health and spiritually grow in this environment. It's not going to happen. It can't. Hey, Colleen. Like, can you imagine how sick imagine how sick it is for someone to be so fake and like not have a problem with anything about you, and then the minute they get caught being a fake person, they go and like tell all these lies and go kiss butt. I love seeing you kiss butt on that interview. I love that for you. Kissing Breezy's butt.
Is that the same way that she was kissing Negs and DC's butt? Because they've said some awful, terrible things about her in the past, and yet she made friends with them and she was talking to them behind the scenes and kissing up to them. She went on panel with some people that had made fun of her. Is that the fake kind of attitude she's talking about?
After you were just calling her Casey Anthony. Really? You guys are all sick. I hate that whole community. I can't be a part of this crap. Like, they involve me and I just try to do my videos. I just try to do my videos. Ew.
Yeah, and on YouTube, when you put content out, people have the choice to start reaction channels and comment on them. That's how it works. You put out content, I can say my opinion on said content. And if I like it, I'm going to say it. If I have criticisms or thoughts and feelings around it, I'm allowed to say them. Like, she doesn't get to be the boss of YouTube.
Of course she went live right now. She's a clout chaser. She's going to try and chase clout off my name. This is what Sarah Plain did. This is what they all do. They all do that.
Sorry, I'm just going to correct it. I'm just going to fix that. The fabulous Sarah Jane Skinny Queen reacts. There's nothing plain about Sarah Jane. The only thing plain is foodies cooking.
Carolyn, you have a brain. I couldn't live stream and tear someone down knowing I was fat and doing a live stream on someone my size. It is weird and gross. It's weird.
So the new parameters. Erie, tomorrow you need to go on Google search or YouTube search and find a channel to commentate to that is exactly the same poundage as you. Not allowed to be a pound more or a pound less. You must be the exact same size for your criticisms to be allowed, okay? Tomorrow I've got to go and search out somebody who's a small fat, maybe even with short hair, Australian, because I want to be fair. I've got to be exactly like the person that I'm commenting on, or it's not valid. It's just being a bully.
She's desperate. Nobody want anything to do with her. Exactly. So she has to kiss up to perfectly imperfect
You're on
and boozing.
board.
Are you kidding me? Oh my God. Anyway. So that's it. I'm done. Yeah, and all the negative reviews on the restaurant. Like, why am I going to put myself through this? I can just turn it off and live my life. That's it. We're going to be planning trip. We have trips already planned, booked. We're out.
The other thing she could do is just drop her content, turn off the YouTubes, and go and live her life and not look at the reaction at all. That's the other option. That's the only ingredient that is not working for her right now. She could still do her stupid vlogs. She can still do her videos. She can still do her live streams. The part that she's struggling with is the criticism. It's the feedback that she doesn't like, right? Taking yourself off the YouTube is just removing the negative criticism. So she can still get her revenue, she can still get her views, she can still get her income, but all she has to do is not go and Google herself and look at the comments and watch the reaction channels. She doesn't have to watch us. She doesn't have to watch us. She can just drop her crap and move on with her day. But she doesn't want to do that. She wants to be beloved. She wants to be revered. She wants to only have good feedback. She wants to drop her content and then have everybody go, yay, it's so good, so well edited, and it was informative and interesting, and everybody loves to watch you eat. And your husband is a charmer, stunning, gorgeous charmer that we are so jealous that we did not find him first on Tinder. So jelly. That's what she wants to hear. But because she's not getting that kind of feedback, she's like, I'm giving up on YouTube. You all suck. You all suck because you don't like me and you don't like my content. So I'm going to quit. It's like, well, just do your thing, girl. Just do it and don't worry about what everybody's saying. We're going to say it anyway.
Out of here. Like, I'm done. Oops. Well, you can think I'm going to be back April, but you'll see. It's not going to happen. I'm not doing this to myself anymore. So she's on the side of the haters. She's so pathetic and just a complete hypocrite. Like, how do you do such a 180, you know? Anyway, hello, Gina. Constructive criticism for what? My thermostat being dirty? Like, what's the constructive criticism in half of the things that people say about me? What?
Context. You were doing a home reveal. You were revealing your brand new upgraded home with all the fancy pictures and beautiful brand new carpets. And you were showing something that you had installed. And people, itchy nose. People were going, well, that's a bit dodgy looking. It was within context of the video that you had dropped. We were commenting on the unfinished works, the dangling cords, the dirty walls, the peeling paint, the ugly carpet. You were showing something that you were trying to present in a certain way, and we were pointing out the other side of it, our own opinion on said things. Weird that people would do that to something that you're showing on the YouTube, isn't it?
And anyway, why do I have to be accountable for my taxes to internet strangers? Why? I don't have to. I don't owe you anything at all.
I couldn't care less about her taxes, to be honest. I think it's the least of her problems. Financial stuff for me is like, whatever. She's got herself into trouble. I care more about how she treats people, her opinions, and her words. The tax thing is like, she thinks that but this is the thing. She thinks by living in Kuwait, she's not going to be accruing any more Canadian taxes. While she is still legally and technically a resident of Canada, she's still going to be accruing taxes. This is not a window of a levity for her. She still needs to be paying taxes in Canada, but whatever. And we would never know about your taxes if you'd never brought it up. And that's the truth. Nobody would even consider looking at it if you hadn't have brought it up. You've made it a topic of conversation, not us.
It's disturbing. And these are adults who do these things, who leave those reviews, who I can't even imagine the crappy life you have. As much as you criticize my place, my life, at least I'm living my own. At least I don't have to wait for somebody to upload so I can hate on them and live in their scraps. They're so invasive and target and harass. YouTube needs to do something about it. Yeah, it's me or them. I'm done. It's me or them. I'm done. I swear. And it's not just criticism. There's legit hate and bully channels. Okay. And yes, I'm crying about it because I'm.
Who do you think YouTube's going to choose? Who do you think they're going to choose? Hundreds of thousands of people that pay ad revenue, that watch ads, that the people have paid, the promoters have paid to have on them, or one YouTuber that's probably bringing in them pittance on the scale of YouTube. Who do you think they're gonna be concerned about? And they are checking terms of service. You know, we've reported her. She's been kept up. She reports other people. They've been kept up. Seems like a pretty fair system to me.
Freaking human and I have feelings. Okay, so think I'm weak all you want.
So does Sarah Jane. So does FFG. So does Shannon. So does all the people, No Madness Life, all the people that you've criticized and called really harsh, horrible names. Kaya, Monty, Milky Chai, Natural Ginger, Tea and Sass, Breezy. They're all human. They've all got feelings. And you've criticized and said really hurtful, harmful things to them as well. So?
I don't care. I really don't. I think I've taken enough crap. I think I've paid enough people's bills on people hating me. Don't you think so? Don't you think so? It's so lazy. And that's the thing. I do all the work and these morons reap all the benefits. It's not even worth it for me anymore. Nope, it's not. So I really, really, really just have to focus on myself, like my health, everything. You know, I don't need people on here reminding me every day. Like, yeah, just the most disgusting thing. I bet she's eating all night. What's it to you how much I eat? Are you kidding? Have you not seen how big you?
That's a good point. If she'd been thinking about getting off YouTube for ages, why would they go and buy a brand new phone to make vlogs? To film with no filters? Why would they go and do that? Why would they go and spend such a hefty chunk of change on a camera that was hardly going to be used because she's not going to be on YouTube anymore? This is an impulsive decision. And Salah is probably pissed that he just went and spent all that money on a brand new phone so that they could film, and she's no longer now going to be on YouTube. It's like, well, why did I waste that money? Why did I go and drop that cash? That's money that we could have spent on rent, food, your debt, trips. I'd be annoyed. That's something to think about. What a waste of money. It's not like, because it's not like they needed brand new phones. The phones that they've actually got are good. They bought it specifically for filming.
You are yourself. I'd really like to know where they get the nerve to comment on my weight when they're just as big. So what? Yeah, exactly. The most disgusting thing they did was review bombing of the restaurant.
Fat people can talk about the behaviors and actions of other fat people when it doesn't actually include weight. And fat people can relate to other fat people in their struggles and their health problems and their health issues. It's a relatability that we have. And just because you're a big person doesn't mean you can't have a valid opinion on other things, on other actions and behaviors. They may be a Muslim, they may be Islamic, they may be someone with same mental health issues, they may be somebody who's been in a similar relationship, they may be someone who is also a YouTube creator that can identify with her lifestyle and her struggles with criticism and critiquing. There are so many other factors to somebody who is a reactor or a creator or a criticizer, other than the fact that they are bigger and smaller than you.
They are people with black souls. I cannot believe they did a business on disgusting people. I don't want to have anything to do with them. I can't be on a platform where this stuff is allowed. I can't. She's keeping me accountable. Who the hell are you? Who are you, Sarah Jane? Who are you to hold me accountable? Hold yourself accountable for all the live streams you do, body shaming me and talking crap about me. So accountable for what exactly? Driving high? You have no proof of that.
Why don't you do this and make this statement while you're imitating Sarah's voice? Why don't you do that? Is that bullying? Is that shaming Sarah's voice? Is that taking a quality specific to Sarah and pointing it out that it could be something that could be considered a flaw to some people? Making fun of her, making jest of her? That's got nothing to do with Sarah's appearance. Why don't you do that?
You have no proof. People make up things to try to make me look bad so that you can deflect and have reason to hate.
Hi,
That's all
Nut
it is. And
Sunshine
people
Chicken,
without
Country
any brains,
BBJ
they just follow that
Chickens,
blindly.
Country BBJ
That's it.
Chickens.
I'm done with it. I'm so over it. It's so sickening. I'm tired of it. And emotionally, I'm done. I'm emotionally spent. Like, I'm on here crying and I'm seeming like a freaking baby. So what? I guess I'm a baby because I have feelings, all right? Unlike most of them who have none, no soul, nothing. Honestly, you need to find God. Oh my gosh, like you need something. Like I've never in my life, never.
Are you atheist or agnostic shaming? Are you saying that religion is the only way to be a peaceful, pleasant person or a well-balanced person? Because not everybody takes on God as something in their life. And I accept and appreciate that people really find solace in it and they really get value out of religion. And it can be used in a beautiful way, but you don't need to have God to be a good person. Don't shame people that aren't into God or don't have a good relationship with religion. That's unfair.
Never. Ew. I'm done. So I tried to be positive, but yeah.
I don't normally talk too much about like her face. I do comment on it and like her body and stuff, but it's of really of no interest to me because it's like we can all see Chantal and we know that she's got health issues and she has a weight problem. I don't need to point that out. But I am really, really noticing how different her face looks. I still think she is using some filters because this is not the face that we saw on Nada's video. This is not the face we saw on the StreamYards link. This is still a different version of Chantal. So I still think there are some filters, but doesn't she look different? She looks so different to her old phone. It's crazy. We can still see that she has lightened up on the filters.
Exactly, Jack. It's disgusting. It's so gross. And it's like only on this platform. I've never seen, I don't know, like I don't, it's not the same vibe on like TikTok or whatever, it's not the same at all. It's just like this platform, they just allow like all kinds of things to go on. Like say what you want about Amber Lynn. Like I don't even like her. I don't even really like her as a person, honestly. But like how much hate has she gotten as well? It's so disgusting.
That's because she's an asshole too. Assholes get called out on the internet. That's just the way it is. The fact that you're both super morbidly obese women, that may be it for some people who really don't like larger women and feel like they need to like criticize them and attack and blah, blah, blah. But a lot of us don't actually care about that. And we just look at your personalities. And the fact of it is, you're both assholes.
Yeah. No, Rhonda, apparently she doesn't see that she's also obese and she's cutting down another obese person. To hold him accountable, my weight has to come into the factor. Or to talk about, or to hold me accountable to talk about how I'm doing in Ramadan. How about how you're doing in life? You're a failure if this is what you have to resort to. This is your.
Sarah is doing really well considering her circumstances. She's got some stuff with her mum. She's lost her mum recently, and she's got some physical stuff that she's overcoming and doing really well with. And she's got some mental health stuff, like we all do, that she's working actively on. I think Sarah's doing pretty fucking good, to be honest.
The talking point. Intelligent people don't make other people the talking points of their conversation.
There's a whole thing. It's called debate. News shows are talking about other people. There are podcasts where people just sit around talking. These people are intellectuals. Talking about other people is not a sign of stupidity. Only saying something like that is a sign of stupidity. People talk about people all the time. It's
all right. It doesn't happen. Like unless there's really warranted criticism.
You warrant criticism.
Like frig Aisha, like, oh my gosh, I can't even deal.
She can't deal, and that's why she's like this, crying, hungry. Ramadan's not going well. She's fighting with Salah. This is all probably stirred up. Isn't it funny that this emotional response has come the first day that she's had to do fasting, that she has not had her very last coping mechanism in place? Food is her only sanctuary. Eating is her only soother, and it's not accessible to her because of Ramadan. She's crying. She's emotional. She's fighting with Salah. She's angry at everybody. Did anybody anticipate this? Yes, we did. We all saw this coming.
Anyway. Yeah, Jack. I'm just finished with it, honestly. I'll miss you guys, but I don't know what
No,
I'll
she
do
won't.
in the future. I know, and you guys know I'm impulsive, but like seriously, like I've tried so many times to be like, okay, just ignore everything, you know. But no, you hate me so much. My content is boring. So see you later. That's it. I'm done. I'm done with it. It's just the hate is so disgusting.
Then take the feedback on your videos and make some changes. When you write an assignment for work, not for work, for school, like when you went to school, you would do your first draft and you would hand it to your teacher, or you would now email it to your teacher. And they would go over it, they'd mark it up, and they'd say, here is what I would do differently. And then you resubmit it. And then they go, okay, you've made some great changes. Here's what else I would help. This is what would make some better changes. And then you redo it and you hand it in, and your final draft is what you get graded on. Foodie could take that same process. Okay, so this is what they're saying they want to see. They don't like it when I do this. They prefer I had better equipment, better microphones. Okay, so she's made some of those changes. But now the next step, Foodie, is to go and look at how well-made vlogs are done. What's the process? How do you get those shots? What kind of shots for outside, inside, for cooking, to flatter you, lighting, how to edit them together, transitions, appropriate music backgrounds. There is plenty of things that you could do to make your vlogs better so more people can watch them, but also to improve them so you don't feel hurt when people criticize them. There'll be less criticism because they're well put together, undeniably well put together. And those people who are just not willing to say nice things about you will still criticize and be harsh. But then the people that are like, she's made some adjustments here, I kind of like those. This was not the worst vlog she's done. But no, she just wants us to eat the shit that she just keeps serving up. And she's wondering why we're not wanting more. Nobody wants to eat bowl of crap after bowl of crap after bowl of crap. Give us something we can palate.
It's like out of control, you know. Thanks, Trixie.
Hi, crab apples.
Yeah. Anyway,
I'm going to skip because you just talked about the same thing. We've got to shift a couple of minutes.
I have to work on, obviously, and I will do it in private because right now I'm not strong enough to be on the platform right now. No way. I'm tired of being beat up on. I'm tired of it. So you win. You win. But in the end, you're not really winning anything because you've emotionally pushed somebody that far.
See, you win, but I win. I win. That's the narc in her. They have to, she can't even say you win without putting a yeah, but afterwards. But I win because you don't get to see my content anymore. Good luck with my old videos. I'm being bullied. There's always you win, but I really win.
Yeah, exactly. Ramadan, coming from a huge woman herself. The nerve.
She doesn't even get the joke. It's just jokes,
just like completely making fun of Ramadan like that.
No, making fun of you. Yeah. We're making fun of you. Yeah.
They are disgusting.
Because you're silly and ridiculous.
I don't care that I'm weak. If people want to think I'm weak and laugh at me for crying and being honest about how I feel, I wouldn't expect any less. I wouldn't expect any other reaction from low-life people at all. At all. Oh yeah, tea and sauce. I did not write those emails. I did not I don't even want to even address it. Obviously, people are going to think it's me. It's not me. I've even gotten emails from somebody offering to take care of her, to do things to her, and I can even show you them. I do not engage with those people because I'm not a piece of crap like that. I don't go behind.
My curiosity is what did Chantal do with those emails that were delivered to her, offering to do things to T and Sass, to hurt her, to do harm to this elderly woman? Yes, T and Sass has said some terrible things and there's some other history there. But at the end, if she's received an email that's threatened another person on a platform, what did she do with that? Did she report it? Did she send it to the authorities? Did she let T and Sass know that this particular person, because she'd have an email address, there'd be a way to sort of take care of a situation like that. I wonder what she did. Did she take it seriously, or is she only taking it seriously now because it makes her look a certain way? My concern is that if you're so threatened by everybody on the YouTubes and people say hateful things to you, if you've received an email threatening another creator, what did you do with that email? Did you take it seriously, or did you just throw it in the bin?
The scenes and try to ruin people. I don't wish anything bad to happen to T and Sass. Like, honestly, I think that maybe part of it she brought upon herself getting negative reactions, because look how nasty she is. I don't wish negative things on her, but honestly, you say some pretty nasty things, T and Sass.
I think she probably would have giggled and maybe shown Salah or shown Nada, depending on when those emails came. She would have just giggled and been like, as she does, and just fobbed it off and moved on to the next email.
You really said some disgusting things, unwarranted. I did nothing to you, and you body shamed me in every video.
Hi, DG.
Yeah, exactly.
Hi, Deborah Oliver.
I'm tired of this whole BBJ thing. Like, people do not realize how traumatizing it was for me to go through with what I went through with the cats, giving them.
It's taken her this long to bring up BBJ, and she wasn't traumatized by the whole BBJ situation. She was annoyed that everybody called her out, but she wasn't traumatized by giving the cats away. Stop it. Just stop it. It's nonsense. It's a nonsense.
Away. And no, Sam was not shaved. He was not shaved because he was matted. He was shaved he was shaved months after she had him, or weeks after, like a long time after. He was just shaved recently because of dandruff. I have the text message. Not because of.
So Sam had untreated dandruff, bad enough that he had to get shaved. So why didn't you shave him if he had a dandruff problem? You just let him have dandruff and all that hair that falls out. So what happens is, Erie can back me up on this. When a cat has bad dandruff, the dry skin falls from the skin and gets stuck in the hair, and the hair mats. And that's when you have problems. Plus, it makes the skin very sensitive. The matting can pull on the skin and cause bruising. It's very painful. So Sam magically started having dandruff the moment that he left your care and went to this new person's place, bad enough that they felt that they needed to shave him back. That just miraculously happened the day he left your home. Is that what you're saying? I think you've just told on yourself, Chantal.
Mats. Sam was well taken care of. The cats, I already explained what happened a million times. People use this again as a reason to hate. Whatever. I don't care. I'm beyond the point of caring about that. Have fun talking to yourselves about it. Whatever. I'm done with it. So, Toot Finny.
Hi, Tammy. Hi, Cups by Julie. Hello.
It would be completely irrelevant. Completely irrelevant. Look how many views FFG gets if she shits on me. And if she talks about anyone else, it's like 5K views. Look at her video from the other day. Nobody cares about you. Nobody cares.
That's because you have quite the lore and quite the following, and FFG is basically the channel where people go to have a good time. There's lots of people. There's so many people in the chat now that it's almost like a little, like we all have our little groups of people that we talk to, and you can listen to her. She talks, she cracks jokes, she has fun. During Chantal's live streams, you often end up talking about other fun stuff. FFG does giveaways. She has little inside jokes. There's a whole community where Chantal is the backdrop. And yes, she does talk a lot of crap about Chantal in a funny, amusing way, and I enjoy it. But it's not just the content. It's FFG's reaction with Chantal. And there's such a long history. It's enjoyable. I wish she would do more Dockety Dozen stuff. I enjoy that content. I would like to see more Dockety Dozen. The camping guy thing, no, I'm not so in love with it. But she's got a little core group of ladies that really enjoy that. And a 5,000 views on a nearly $30,000 subscription. That's not a poor performance. That's actually okay. That's better than what you do on your 90,000 channel. So even FFG's least favored content does better than your best content. What does that say? That's why Chantal's mad. That's why Chantal is mad.
Nobody. Literally, you have the personality of like Satan. That's it. You have nothing else. You have no personality. That's why you have to talk about me. And in the end, I will always win for that reason. And I'm done. But I'm done being bullied by this whole community. It's over. Yeah, she's a senior cat. Obviously, she's gonna have health problems. Like, and you're gonna trust the word of
treatable health problems. BBJ doesn't have anything that is complex, complicated, or overly expensive to someone who's got some disposable income to take care of and ease her pain. If my husband went and got an ingrown toenail, I'm not going to go put him down. He's getting old. He's getting into be an elderly man. He's in his mid-40s. Should I go and put him down because he gets a drone? I know he's a human, but health problems that are manageable are managed because they're manageable. It's not straight to euthanasia as soon as you have a problem. And people are angry because you didn't even investigate solutions. You just went from, oh, she's limping, she's old, she must die. There was no vet visit. There was no consultation. There was no Googling. There was no fact finding. There was no getting anything different for her diet. It was literally just the status quo. And then eventually when I take her to the vet, when she gets so bad, that euthanasia is the only option. That's what you were doing. And that's what was upsetting people. That's why people were so on your back to take her to the vet, because we could see that she was an elderly cat not getting care. Preemptive care that can prevent ongoing problems. And you refused to do that. And now you're angry that people called you out. We found out the truth, and the truth was as bad as what we expected. That's what happens when you act a fool.
Somebody who's set out to just make me look bad for their own gain. Do you know how much money she makes by hating on me? So obviously. So
stay mad, baby.
I don't know. A+. She's a snake. Yeah. She's a snake. Yeah. Where's your dog, Ollie? Exactly. Her dogs are they've both been.
She's a fucking bitch. She's an absolute fucking bitch. Her dogs are gone. She has new dogs. Her dogs passed away from illness. We all know this. And the other one was sad and heartbreak. And that's what happens with dogs when they're bonded. This is why people hate Chantal. This is why people hate her. Because she's such a nasty cow.
Killed by her. So how?
No. FFG did not end her dog. She did not dispatch her dogs. She was getting one dog treated for health. That treatment didn't go to plan. And the second the outcome was anything other than comfort for one of them, for Ollie, she made the very difficult decision as a good pet mum to end any suffering he might go through. She did not want to prolong his life. She prolonged his life without pain until she absolutely could. And when that was no longer an option, she took the hard choice. Her other dog, Maggie, wasn't euthanized. She got to a state where she could no longer thrive. And then a decision was made. Not at all the same thing as BBJ. And the fact that you try and bring it up in the same way and try and twist it into something ugly and nasty, that's why people dislike you, Chantal.
How are people going to come after me for that? You know what? I don't even have to address myself to these brainless morons. They're all sheep. They're all just zombies, and I'm done with that. I'm done being a part of that. I don't want to be, like, seriously, when you're having nightmares about these people, it's time to log off. Seriously.
Oh, no, I can't do it.
You know what? Go find someone else to, no, don't find someone else to victimize. How about you get a life? She's like 20. It's the equivalent of a 9-year-old. Even the last time I brought her to...
See, that's the thing. FFG has, I think she's come to a place now that Chantal has said this stuff so often and so frequently, and it almost has created a callus for FFG now. It doesn't, at the beginning, I think it really, really, really hurt her, because that's exactly not what happened. And she loved those animals so much. For anyone to say that or think that is really hurtful. But I think she's kind of got attuned to it now. It's almost like white noise. It probably still cuts a little, but I don't think it's the wound that it once was. But Chantal's still going to keep bringing it up, even though it's something that happened in the past, and we always forget the past because today's a new day and we wipe the slate clean, as we're supposed to do for her. But not that FFG did nothing wrong with her animals, nothing.
The vet. She had starting of kidney problems. She had arthritis. She had really bad teeth. So, and am I supposed to torture her and bring her to the vet every week?
No, you're supposed to take her to get those issues taken care of. Get the teeth cleaned. Give her medication for her arthritis. Change her diet. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to get her monitored and taken care of so she doesn't suffer. You don't get her to a point where she's suffering and then you take care of it. That's not what you do.
I don't get it. Like, seriously, she's going to have health problems. She's 21. Exactly.
Anyway. I can't. The animal thing gets me so mad. I have to skip.
Oh, well, I guess I'm a bad friend.
Yeah, you are.
She's like, in the same breath, they were talking about me being racist. And then a racist accusation. Where was I racist? Like, seriously.
We don't even need to say it, do we? Like, there's so many opportunities where we can bring it up, where she has said things that have stereotyped, vilified, just straight out words without saying the words. Racism. The way that she's even talked about Salah and all Middle Eastern men, putting them all in a box. They're all one type of man. The things that she said about Nada. Like, yeah.
And then all of a sudden.
And I found it interesting. She did make a comment that some of the criticism thrown at her is racism. Chantal, you're white. When I say things about you, it can't be racism because I am also a Caucasian lady. I'm sure there are people out there that have got some issues with Salah because there are racist people that probably watch and that's their attitudes. I don't care what race, ethnicity, culture your husband comes from. He would be an asshole no matter what color of M&M he would be. His personality sucks.
She has the nerve to be like, why is she wearing an abaya? It's like a couch cover. Because I want to wear an abaya because I'm Muslim, you culturally ignorant buffoon. That's why. I can't stand it. You don't have to wear the covering. No.
You don't have to wear an abaya to be a Muslim. You don't have to. You don't have to wear a hijab if you're a Muslim. You don't have to wear an abaya if you're a Muslim. These are choices. They are choices you make to honor or not honor. It doesn't make you a better or worse Muslim. It just means that's what you're doing. I could go and wear an abaya tomorrow. I could go and buy one from a shop and start wearing it around my house or go down the street in it. Doesn't make me a Muslim. It means I'm wearing a type of clothing called an abaya. That's what it means. I'm wearing a Middle Eastern style of dress. The hijab, calling it a hijab and being a Muslim, a hijab is a head covering. It's not religious. People wear it as a sign of religious significance. Who's culturally ignorant? Not this cool cat.
Don't. I choose to. Thank you. Yeah, I know. God forgive me, but I have to get these things off my chest and just explain. Hello. Like, I'm just emotionally at a wall, and it's not healthy for me to even be a creator on this platform. A creator where they do not give a crap about the mental health of their creators. Why is it so hard for them to not look into the blatant, disgusting bullying? I don't get it. Ugh. She's gone as far as to get Cornwall Monopoly. Cornwall is your hometown. She's so obsessed. It's disgusting. Well,
But Chantal, it's jokes. It's just jokes. She went to a place near her home. She drove to a shop to get something funny. She didn't come looking for you. She didn't try and steal your Monopoly out of your house. She went to a store that sells a specific type of item for jokes. I mean, you're a funny gal. You're a comedian. You get it. It's all just jokes.
She can snipe. This is going to be the last one. Enjoy. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. She became
There's
a
that
complete
healthy
hater,
Muslim
babe.
attitude.
Exactly. She's completely two-faced.
Ramadan's
She's
going great.
disgusting. All of them are disgusting people. And I want nothing to do with it. I already feel happier just knowing I don't have to come back. You know what I feel like? You know, whenever you know it's your last day of work, you know it's your last day of work. Oh, I'll be fine. I'll survive. Don't worry. Don't worry. I know you all think that we don't have money. We'll be just fine.
We certainly know you're saving on rent.
You might feel Salah is very supportive, but he doesn't like when I address negativity. He doesn't like the negative vibes. But I think he understands like how I feel. There's strangers on the internet, Toys Divorce, I know, but it's affecting like my mental health. It's affecting everything in my life, and that's what they want. So have fun. Here you go, you win. Let's see how far you get. Yeah. Yeah, Carolina, it's gonna be my last, at least on Foodie Beauty. That's why I say goodbye, Foodie Beauties. For the couples channel, we have some like Kuwait touristy kind of videos that a lot of you might not, but a lot of people like that kind of content. Like we have a lot of like 4K driving videos of all of Kuwait. We're not in.
Is anybody going to go and watch the driving content? Because the feedback that I have heard and seen, and my own personal feedback, is the driving section of the vlogs is actually my least favorite part. It's the part that could easily be edited out of the vlogs and put more actual content in. It's filler content. Nobody wants to sit there and watch them drive around Kuwait. That's not Chantal and Salah content. They're going to go to an ASMR channel to watch that, or somebody who's actually going to be doing like a tourist drive and describing and understanding and talking about all of the things that are meaningful in Kuwait. They're not going to go to these two idiots for a driving video content. It's like the least enjoyable part of her vlogs. Show us more beaches.
In them, but that's okay. So I will update you guys if I move to another platform. I'll let you guys know. If you guys cancel your membership here and want to pay for a membership, I know TikTok has memberships. It's like the same price, so it would be the same thing. So I might think of doing that. I don't know.
So she's going to go to TikTok where they pay less, and she's going to get the same feedback, the same attitude, the same community, but she's just going to move it to a platform that pays her less. Why? Is it because the people that are going to critique her are going to get kicked off a little bit easier? You don't think they can just go and make another account and jump on board? The memberships don't make you nearly as much money. They take a larger chunk of your memberships. And the gifts, the super chats, they're nowhere near as the same amount of money. You don't make that much money from TikTok with the size of the audience that she has. And she's definitely not going to get sponsorships or promotions. Could you imagine her trying to do a promotional ad? Like, okay, all right. Yeah, she'd be too lazy to make the TikTok.
Just need to get off of I know she turns everything exactly, and she doesn't have the balls to even turn her camera on or show her own place. So I can't deal with these hypocrites. I can't stand it. I can't be on the same platform as these people. So
why do we have to show our homes? Why do we have to show things that are personal and private to us? Because you've outed yours and we've critiqued yours. So why do we have to show ours? That's the reason why I think some of us don't show ours, because we don't want people to say they don't like the paint and the color of our walls. We enjoy that color. I enjoy the teal color on my wall. I like the floors that I have chosen. I like my bedroom setups. I don't need anybody else to approve or disapprove of my home, or say that the size of my home is big enough, or my really nice patio and backyard, which I already know is really nice, is nice and it's big enough, or it's too small. I don't need anybody to do that. I don't need that approval. And I also don't want the criticism. So that's why I won't show it, because I'm smart enough to know that comments like that hurt my feelings and do upset me. So I'm going to avoid that situation instead of leaning into it. If I showed my home, I'm sure people would watch and be interested in small number. But why? But I'm not interested in showing that kind of content. Maybe for my members or something, like a little something, but I'm not interested in showing my private personal life. She's put her private personal life on show on the YouTube, and now she's upset that people are disagreeing with it. It's just she's a buffoon.
At all. Oh. What is that? I don't even know what it is, but thanks. So anyway, have fun with your crappy, pathetic, miserable life. I don't know, but I'm done. I'm done. I'm not going to delete my channel, no. I'm just not.
The irony is that most of us have pretty full, satisfying lives, and this is just our little dirty secret. This is just a little dirty something that we do on the side, like a show or a villain. She's like when you watch Melrose Place. She's physically not, but she's Amanda. She's the one that we love to hate, but we want to go back and see what nasty plans that she's got with Dr. Michael next week. What's she up to? What's she wearing? Are her dark roots too long this week? What's the go? Is she being mean to Allison? That's what Foodie Beauty is. She is a replacement for our show. She is the villain in the show. She's the one we love to hate. And then she's mad that a storyline acting like the villain is now getting her hate.
Not going to make any more content on Foodie Beauty for a while, so, or at least, no, probably anymore. It's not anything that anyone can say to make me stay, because it's not that I'm looking for like sympathy or support. It's that no matter how much, I have a lot of supporters, you know, but it's not worth it for me anymore. Like mentally, health-wise, it's just not. No, Lynn, I don't think so. We're just done. It's like people push you to a point of like having poor mental health and then they laugh at it. It's like so weird.
Hi, SH.
No, I'm not making any Ramadan vlogs. No.
What do you guys do? Like, say you're having a fight with a friend or a disagreement. It's not always a fight. A disagreement, say, with somebody at work or at home with one of your kids or your partner, and they have said something that's just, this is what you're feeling on the inside. You're like, ugh. But what do you do on the outside? Like, what do you do to control that rage? Take a deep breath. You excuse yourself. You go somewhere else. You filter what you do say on the outside. You let them know you're upset. And they keep antagonizing and pushing and you're having a disagreement. What do you do? Some people blow up. Some people control themselves and understand that the words that they say out loud can harm people. I don't believe that you can be pushed. Like the way that she says, unless somebody's up in your face and getting aggressive and you feel like you need to physically defend yourself in the heat of the moment. She doesn't have any heat of the moments. She's responding to a video that's a couple of hours old or she's just watched a little bit. She doesn't have anything that would really antagonize the response that she gives out in the way that she gives out. And if she knows herself well enough to know she's impulsive and she says dumb stuff, would you just be like, I'm going to give myself an hour or two before I post anything or write anything or make any videos? Give myself a moment. But she doesn't. She's like, I'm impulsive and this is what I'm going to say. I'm defending myself. She uses that impulsiveness as a shield.
No. There's just no point. There's no point. Like, seriously.
Okay.
I make a vlog of Ramadan, then this fat loser, like, will make one called Hamadan, make more views and money, bastardizing an entire religion. Like, she can suck it. Like, I'm done. No.
No, she's shitting on your fake experience, your performative experience. It's not shitting on the entire religion. She is focused solely and wholly on your content and how you are conducting yourself during your first Ramadan. And you will be forever synonymous with ham because of your liking for the shade of pink that you do. And some would say because you have appendages that resemble the porcine type. That's all I'm going to say.
Have fun. Like, you go to Cornwall, you're a sick stalker. You're disgusting. You're a disgusting human.
You went to Montreal.
Someday she will get what's coming to her. I know it.
I'm hoping all the money that she's earning from, FFG's earning, I hope all of the extra money that she's getting via Super Chats and her views and everything is going into her home fund for that deposit, or that I feel like she's the kind of person that saves up a large amount and will buy it in cash. I hope her plans to own her own home, that this is in some way taking the financial burden off that saving plan and helps her get her home sooner. That would be the best, beautiful karma ever. In FFG's favor.
So that's it. Yeah, exactly. So, Fish, get out of here. Has nothing to do with Salah. He's the reason I'm like even mentally remotely stable right now. Like, if I wasn't here and I was in Canada dealing with all this crap, and then having people come to my house,
But you wouldn't be dealing with all this crap in Canada, and here is why. Because you'd be high. You'd be on edibles, eating your heart out. You would be soothing yourself. You would be distracting yourself. You'd be on a completely different arc. People would be talking about different things. People wouldn't be giving you shit for the cats. You wouldn't be getting shit for the fake Muslim arc. You wouldn't be getting the same kind of crap that you're getting now. You'd be doing something different. We'd be saying other things, critiquing different situations, conversations, characters. The situation you've put yourself in is garnering the criticism that we're giving you now. And the fact that you are fasting and you're quitting YouTube is no coincidence. You can't soothe yourself. You can't get high. That's why this is all happening.
just doing all this disgusting crap.
Hey,
Are you
BMI.
serious? Oh, never.
Hi, Grandpa Jim Busted Biscuit
Yeah, I
Can.
appreciate
Hello.
that videos for Ramadan. That's nice, but I'm just done. I'm done like sharing my life, period. I can't.
Okay. Grandpa Jim. Okay. In Australia, because I'm Australian, clearly, I know about these tinned biscuits that you describe yourself as. Now, they were a mystery to me. I didn't know, because biscuits to us are cookies, biscuits, right? But I know in America, biscuits are like little bready, scony things that you make, like flour, water, a bit of butter and stuff, and you mix it up, and you put it in the oven, you have it with your dinners and breakfasts and stuff. I do know about these, what you mean by the busted biscuits, because I've been watching the TikToks, and people tend to use these in those monstrosity meals that they make, where they just pour everything into a container, stir it around, and then you pop the biscuits on top. And when you put them in the oven, they blow up, and they call it like a pie or something. It was interesting to me because I've only just recently discovered that when you unwrap the biscuits, they pop. It actually makes a sound. And then you peel the biscuits off. Did not know. And I was unaware of the special type of packaging that these busted biscuits have. I thought it was like the cookie doughs, those pre-cooked cookie dough rolls, where you just open it up and you chop them off and then you put them in the oven. I didn't know that they already come pre-sliced and pre-served. Amazing. Things you know. TikTok's amazing.
I can't be on this platform. It makes me too unhappy, and it's to a point where I just can't ignore it and just keep trying, you know? So, but I appreciate you guys being positive for me.
I don't even know if we have those biscuits here. I should look in the dairy section next time.
Fuel, Carolina. It doesn't matter what I do. I try to be positive. I try to be a better person. And I just, like I said, you ever see that Cinderella moment where, like, the cartoon Cinderella? No, I don't think I'm Cinderella, but you know what I mean? Where
she does.
They're pulling, the wicked stepsisters are like pulling at all of her clothes and just trying to make her miserable and ruin everything for her. I feel like all of them are the miserable, ugly stepsisters. That's how I feel being attacked by them. Kelly. Yeah, I have watched it. I do like that. Thanks, when the clouds part. If I wouldn't respond, it doesn't matter, Carolina. It doesn't matter. People will still use my content against me. Like, it's just, no, it's not worth it for me, you know?
That's the noise.
Yeah, Mimi, I know. So, yeah, goodbye. I don't care.
She's not Cinderella. She's the pumpkin.
Rhonda. So, yeah, it's hard. It's honestly hard for me to just, honestly, like, imagine you, like, yeah, this evil stepsisters. Exactly, Jack. That's exactly how I feel. She gets all ready to, like, go
Ms. T-React, she's got to come back to YouTube. She will not be able to make the same kind of coin that she's making from YouTube, and Salah is not going to want to support her. Wholly and solely. I don't think he can afford to. I don't think the perfume business is creating the wealth that they think they need right now. It may grow and develop and create a good income stream, but so far there's talks, because Bubble Tea did the thing that it's actually a scam, that it's a fake business, and that all the things are like props and are just a way to get credit card I don't know, credit card details, or I don't know, or just contact details to people to contact, I don't know, but there's inklings that it's not a legit business. Whether it is or not, if it is a legit business and they really are trying to do this properly, I feel bad that people are calling it out. But if it's a scam, good. We need to know. People need to know.
Go to the ball and glow up and be positive and do something, and then these disgusting people come along and just rip all of her clothes off, and it's like they completely want to unravel people. It's sick and demented. And I'm just not a part of it anymore. Like, I just can't.
Is Chantal comparing herself to Cinderella in the way that she is an oppressed person and she's fighting for her freedom, and the ugly stepsisters of society trying to keep her oppressed, and her breakout is then being rescued by a man because he was so enraptured with her beauty that he just had to see her and have her on sight? Is that it? Is she Cinderella? And society is the ugly stepsisters? Okay, sure.
What did A+ say?
Oh,
Salah's Prince Charming. Yeah. Oh my God. I need my ring.
Okay, guys, we're going to do it collectively. On 3, I want you to do your best revulsion noise. I want you to gag. I want you to gurge. I want you to bleh on 3, because Salah is not a prince. Okay, 1, 2, 3, bleh, at that comment.
It's because I do dishes in the house, and I have this nail. I'll show you guys.
Hi, starry-eyed one. Oh, hello. No. M. Hobbs, hello.
Aw, meow, meow, meow. 1, 2, 3. You have been trying hard. New country, new marriage, away from family, trying hard with a new religion. God is proud of you. Please put your happiness and mental health first. Thank you. That makes me so emotional. Thank you so much. That's like really generous. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you, meow. Hearts in the chat for meow. Thank you.
I just noticed not a single babe. She's not edited babe once. They must be on the outs. Babe, can you get me this? Not a single babe so far. Woo!
Thank you so much for positive. It's emotional because I'm so used to seeing like negative super chats. So
she's emotional because she's hangry.
Thank you, meow. Now I have to stay. I appreciate it, but yeah, I still honestly, like, just being completely 100% honest. She does look like the evil queen. I can't do it anymore, you know? So I can't. I really can't.
That was part of the purpose, is the sympathy, the woe is me, I'm bullied, mama, give me money. She's begging, e-begging without e-begging. She knows this works. This is a formula for her. Her beezers are her suckers. They're her mark. She comes on, she looks sad, they send her money. It's a simple formula.
I mean, I could, if I was like, I don't know.
Hi, Ghost. Hello, Thumb. Hi.
I just can't. I cannot go through all of these changes and try to be positive and be in such a toxic work environment and put all of this effort.
Natural. Okay, I'm going to read this one. She's been secretly eating her makeup. I've just had this image of her in her head eating like her, I don't know what kind of bread. She's got like her Nick. Is it Nick? That the one, that little pink, that hemp one going, Oh, it's all right, but I really prefer my Revlon. It's got a better aftertaste. And she's got all like the red on her teeth. Oh, you're so funny. You're so funny.
To like make my own content only to have it like these people are literal parasites. They only grow through using me, and I can't do it. Like I can't. I want nothing to do with these disgusting people. Like, not at all.
Then don't watch us. Don't watch us. Don't come looking for us. Just let us do our crap over here and like, forget about
mentally
us.
Just drained, you know?
And live a happy life.
Like, I just think like I'm grieving over things that I didn't think that it would bother me now.
So we're grieving now too,
I
okay?
make myself vulnerable when people use that. No.
I'm telling you now, it's not her shade. So, it's not working.
It doesn't matter like where I move, and I never ever expected this to happen. But people don't know me, and that's what annoys me, you know? Like I feel like people have this image of me that's so vile and disgusting. They think because of things that they think that are true. Like, for example,
why do we think Chantal's vile, guys? Because I know that I've formed my opinion and perception of Chantal from the videos that I've watched, her live streams, her unedited content, her interactions with Nada, her interactions with Dee Dee, her interactions with FFG, her interactions with myself, with Sarah Jane, Monty, pretty much anybody who comes in a sphere. I've seen her react and respond to those people. I've seen her mood changes. I've seen her language changes. I've seen the way she's responded to criticism. I've seen the way she's responded to favor and the way that she's treated people that are kind to her. And then people who are mean. I've seen how she responds and reacts and the language she uses. How else am I supposed to base my opinion? I can only base it on from what I've seen. And she's shown a lot to us. She has shown so much that even if she did have a good behavioral or personality characteristic that I'm not yet to see a side of, it would not be enough to cancel out the horrible. You could be a lovely person one moment, and you could be a dog abuser or a child abuser, an animal abuser in another. That does not cancel out the good moments that you're a nice person. I have to look at the really horrible side because they're often so nasty. It doesn't make any difference to the good. It overshadows the good. And that's what Chantal doesn't get. You may have lovely moments with Salah and lovely moments with your family, but the only times we see you is when you're being harsh and nasty and awful to us.
Moving here in general, like it was so easy. Are you kidding? You don't know what I had to do. Like, thanks, Elizabeth. Thank you.
Nobody forced you to move there. You wanted to do it quickly and suddenly and impulsively. That was your choice.
It was so hard to have to make a decision about the cats. And it was made so much more traumatic by how it ended. And nobody gives a crap about that.
No, we don't give a crap about your feelings. We don't.
Having these pets for that many years.
And giving away pets is not traumatic. It's not traumatic. You know what would make it traumatic? My house is burnt down. The only accommodation that I can find because I have no friends and family is a hotel. They don't allow pets. So for me, I need to give my cats away. Or I'm going through a medical emergency. I've got, say, I need treatment, ongoing treatment, and I don't have any family support or anybody who can take my cats, and I have to give them away. I have to give them to a shelter, or I have to pay to have them housed. That is traumatic when it's forced upon you out of control, out of circumstances that are out of control, or you lose your cats in a traumatic way. That is trauma. You deciding that it would be best served for you to get rid of your cats so you can be free to travel back and forth to be with your brand new stranger husband is not traumatic. It's not trauma. Because it makes you feel icky on the inside is not trauma. That's not true trauma. That is just, you know, it's a shitty thing to do, but you do it anyway. That's what that feeling is. Just so we can identify it for later, future shitty decisions that you make. That's what that feeling is. It's feeling like a poo head. Don't mislabel it as trauma, because that's not trauma.
And I miss them every day, you know.
No, she doesn't miss them every day. She hates the fact that she's getting a lot of shit for them and keeping them under her care without us all knowing what their problems are. Would have kept it under the counter. Nobody would have seen it. She hates the hate that she's getting. She doesn't miss the cats.
Yeah, Jack. It was very hard.
Yeah, the pizza party was trauma eating. She was eating to soothe her trauma.
In a lot of ways, I'm happier here. A lot of ways. I know people say,
yeah, she got caught, and that's what her tears are for.
How can she be happy with no windows? Is that your problem? I don't love windows, okay? I'm a depressed person. I have anxiety. I like being in the dark most of the time.
Okay. This is okay. Okay. Do not label every depressed person or anxiety person with the same brush. I am a person with depression. I need light. I need sunshine. I need air. I need light colors. I don't like to be in dark rooms when I'm depressed. That is how I deal with my depression. You may be what people would depict as a stereotypical depressed person who likes to be in a dark room, in the quiet, in the dark, because that soothes you, and that's fine. And that's how you deal with your depression. But do not sit there and say that every depressed person likes to sit in a dark room and have no windows and no fresh air. That's your experience. That's not everybody else's. Stop it.
We have a window in the bedroom. I can go stick my head out, and don't worry, my husband takes me out. We have a whole couples channel of vlogs of us doing everything in Kuwait. Literally. And so...
Okay, so guys, when you go to Kuwait, just expect to eat and drive on bridges. There's an aquarium and there's the towers. That's literally all that Kuwait has. There's nothing else. Oh, there's a mall. There's a mall. You can go to the mall. They have done every single interesting thing there is to do in Kuwait, and they've shown it on their massive YouTube channel. They've done it all. We don't need to go to Kuwait because we've seen everything. It's all there on the channel. Just go watch the channel. You'll experience the entirety of Kuwait. Okay? Haven't been to a souk, haven't been to a fish market, haven't been to an open food market. We haven't been seen any music or cultural things. We've barely been inside one single mosque. Do you feel like you've experienced Kuwait through their eyes? I know where I can get a lemon mint tea, and I know that you can have falafel for breakfast, but I don't know much more than that. She's delusional. She's a dummy.
Don't worry about it. You know what I mean? Why is it someone's problem if I have windows or not? Who cares? I'm happy. You don't get to tell me if I'm happy or not. You know?
Oh, God.
You can't do that.
Oh, Ginger.
Oh, my gosh. Are you happy laying in bed with your husband all day on your phones and ordering McDonald's, like you said? So there.
Who's got that lifestyle? I wish I could have that lifestyle.
I know. I could sneeze and they'll say I'm anti-Semitic, something like this.
No. Well, that could be the same saying for us. Saying you're a buyer is ugly is not us being Islamophobic. You're trumping that up to make it seem like it more than it is. You using a word that is being tagged or correlated with anti-Semitic feelings and caricatures and cartoons and rhetoric could be considered anti-Semitic. Whether she is or not, I don't know. But there is a direct correlation with that. Saying you're a buyer is ugly is just saying it's ugly. A buyers are cultural, not religious.
I hate that part about social media. Everything. I just can't stand it.
No red room for foodie.
Yeah.
She gets the no lights treatment, which is comfortable for most of us, I agree. She's so happy. Ecstatic.
What time is it? Oh my gosh, it's
Hi, Martina. Hey, KM Cakes. Indy, Katie.
Babe, yeah.
Choo choo. Hello. Cas Vegas.
Yeah, Rebe, like what? Because I didn't take her up on
Grandma
her offer
Smith.
to
Elizabeth.
go
Hello,
break. She's like, I
everybody.
offered to take BBJ. You live 6 hours away. Everything I was dealing with. Are you kidding? I'm not gonna drive. And anyway, maybe I didn't want to give you my give like, like. Anyway, people are just so invasive in a weird way, and I feel like violated. I do feel exactly like those evil, wicked, gross stepsisters touching me everywhere.
The content we watch is presented to you by us. And yes, there are some reactors and creators that go beyond and do a bit more research and deep dive and dig in and find public accessibly public information, which depends on who you are. It's a step too far. I don't know. But Chantal's always telling us that we need to get our facts straight and we need to not be ignorant and we need to do our research. So which one is it? We're either too invasive and we don't know enough, so we need to find out more and get more facts, or we're overreaching and looking too hard and looking too closely and we have too much information. Where do we step? I guess it's up to each of us to decide what's too far, what's too little. It is not invasive. It's just natural curiosity.
In my life personally, it's like affecting me mentally, and I'm not going to let them do that. Hey, Rhonda. Yeah, sweet vintage, so. Ugh, Elizabeth's. These people gross me out. Totally yikes. I can't stand it anymore.
Totally yikes.
Exactly. There's a difference between saying something intentionally racist and not knowing there was racial. Yeah, exactly. But they just sensationalize. They go after anything. Like it's.
Okay. She knows now. She knows now that that word is uncool. So if she goes on and uses it again, then that's a problem, correct? So if she uses the G word again, we know that she just doesn't give a crap.
So weird. The fruit fly is going after the Vimto. I know, Carolina, but I think I get it a lot. I know, I cause chaos everywhere I go. What kind of chaos? You literally are causing the chaos. Like writing reviews on the restaurant, that's my fault? I don't think so.
That isn't her
and then
fault.
what's her face blaming me? I was bullying for Chantal. Get a life.
I don't think
get
they should
a life.
have done
Release
that.
the DMs then. Of you sending me all. Are you kidding?
It would have been funnier to make fake ones and do like a thread between the restaurant and that person.
We don't need that. I know you're waiting for me to end the live. I'm coming. Sorry, I didn't have my ring on. I would put it down to put the dishes away, to do the dishes.
Wait, hold the phone, stop everything, screech sound. She asked for a maid. When did that happen and how did I miss that? What does she need a maid for? She has nothing but time. She has nothing. Her job is wifely duties or married duties. If he's out of the home making the income, then I'm assuming as her other half of their coupling, she would be taking care of the homely duties. Outside the home, inside the home, someone's got to do it. Or is it her expectation that Sala would do both? What does she need a maid for? She has the tiniest home. She has the simplest small space to take care of. She doesn't have any kitchen benches barely to wipe. She's hardly got any floor space. She'd need a vacuum and a mop and a couple of cloths. What does she need a maid for? She has time and is it because she physically can't get through cleaning her small space? Is that why she needs help? Does she need someone to come and do it because she physically can't? The audacity of this one to ask for a maid to clean that space. It would take her 10 minutes a day, maybe half an hour if she cooked something. Wow.
So, go away. Yeah, she sent me the information and she was like, I don't remember. I'd have to check the message again. She didn't tell me to put it up or anything, but Mo trans again.
Sorry, what did she say?
She didn't tell me to put it up or anything, but
Wait, sorry guys, I missed it again. Has she got doxing information on somebody?
Go away. Yeah, she sent me the information and she was like, I don't remember. I'd have to check the message again.
Show it to us.
She didn't tell me to put it up or anything, but
Ugh.
Mo translates was encouraging. They're all crap. They're all pieces of crap. And they don't like me because I speak out against them.
That's not why we don't
That's
like
why.
you.
They don't like the truth. And they call me a narcissist.
Yeah.
Narcissists don't like the truth and they deflect. So what does that tell you about all these channels? Number one, that word gets thrown around like you don't even know. Who are you? Are you even qualified to call someone a narcissist?
No, we're not qualified.
Like, are you a psychologist?
Neither are you.
No, you don't know anything about anyone. You don't know anything about this culture, about how people
Yeah, we do.
live here. You just Google search and you think you know everything.
There are people in this chat that know about this culture, that have lived there or lived in countries close to or have connection with people from this country. There are people that know. Do not say to another Arabic person or another Muslim person or somebody who has been in the Islamic faith that they don't know about it and they don't have any cultural reference. Do not do that.
Everything, okay? Come live here and see how long you last. Come live here.
Bitch, I live in Australia. I know what hot weather is. I could survive in Kuwait. I'm a rock lizard. That place would be a breeze for me. And I can move and I can walk. I could clean my home. I would fare quite well over there. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Mimi. Well, they call us VIBs fat women, so I guess all FFG subs are racist then? They support her. Are you kidding? Like, look at her.
But Ms. T, they weren't living in the specific town and street that Chantal lives on. It's culturally different in her town and her street, in her building. They didn't live in her building. So what do they know?
She's not skinny. So what are they even complaining about? Are you serious? What are we in grade school anyway?
Who needs to be skinny to talk?
The boozing and messy. I watched it through Yo Mama. Exactly in high school. In high school, we always did this. Somebody would turn against somebody, blah, 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 hen, peck, peck, peck. And then that person would suck butt to try to make it back into the good graces of those bullies. And that's exactly what Messy Poo did. And I love that for you. Ew, disgusting people, really. I don't want to be on this platform anymore. Ew. And number one, you did a video about me. It's edition, not addition. Bright one. Anyways, before I get...
I seen that. I had seen that, Grammata Police. Have you seen it? We seen it.
She showed her true colors. I never, like... And then the BBJ...
Hi, Trailer Park Barbie. Hello.
I was watching Messy Poo sending private info for Chantal doxing people. My eye, she denied everything. And at the end, she says, I don't know how to dox people. I know. Claiming ignorance or claiming to have benzo brain. What is it with these people on benzos who make all this nasty content?
Nope. Nope.
Yeah, exactly. PNV. Ew. Good luck. I really just, I'm done with it. So if I decide anything, I'm going to pick a different platform. I don't know. Obviously, probably.
I must admit, I like the beach and I do like the desert. I like the isolation, the barrenness, the perspective, the outlook. I am a desert fetishist. I really, really like it. I have daydreams about a big desert. It's like an 80s rock video where you have like the desert and I'm Stevie Nicks and I'm standing in a big white dress, my hair blowing in the breeze and a big white canopy bed where I just chill out and just soak in the desert gloriousness. I don't know why. It's a little weird, but that's why I envision. I've always wanted to take a nap in the desert on a bed. I have a weird brain. I have the same fantasy about the beach though, so yeah.
We won't be as successful, maybe even more successful, who knows. I'd have to work hard at it, but
Oh yeah,
right
hit
now
the
I'm gonna work
like
hard
if
on
you want to hit
myself.
the like, that'd be great.
And yeah, and then that's it. And what do people, I'm tired of people house shaming, like seriously, like I
Oh,
can't
do
stand it. I
you?
can't stand these people. I would have probably put a community post to let you guys know, but like for example, like TikTok, you get memberships.
Australia is really pretty. We've got beach, we've got mountains, we've got deserts, we've got snow, we've got it all. And we've got the tropics.
Are the same prices here. So I don't think that it would be much different, and it would probably be even better vibe. There's more people on there, you know, but we'll see. I wouldn't pay someone I allegedly hate. Or would you even bother to give us a better rat face? Rat face. That's a good rat
She's
face.
traumatized, guys, traumatized.
Come back stronger and healthier. I don't know if I want to come back to this platform, but if you guys, I put a community post if I decide to go to TikTok. We'll see. I don't know. Like every live stream, you can have a memberships goal, and then people, even people who are not from YouTube, like might subscribe. Like I see a lot of people doing lives on there. Now they have up to 10-minute uploads, and you can use copyrighted music. So the vultures will have to like risk, and I can put like English music. They would have to risk getting copyright strike and not pay for their content. So love that for them.
You know what? That's
Because
not
what
going
they
to
do is
affect a
steal
lot
other
of people
people's
who get
content
super
and
chats.
just
So,
bully. They don't add any
okay.
commentary that's worth adding. It's not transformative by pausing and making body shaming my husband when he's 100 million times better looking than you'll ever be, and better looking than any man you'll ever get in your life.
100 million? 100 million times. He's that good looking. That good looking. Chantal, I could walk out into my neighborhood, into the middle of my street, turn around 3 times, stumble over to the next nearest house, knock on the door, and I can guarantee you the man in that house is better looking and more attractive to me than your dopey, limp celery stalk husband. And that is simply based on the fact that he's an average looking guy with a terrible personality. His personality makes him ugly. So when I look at him, all the features that I find really gross are amplified by 100 million.
Life. Love that for you.
And I just like to say the hottest man I've ever had in my life, other than my husband, was a British footballer who was built like a tank and stunning. So that's not true.
I don't think it's a break, Rhonda, for, I don't know. I honestly feel sick even thinking of uploading on here. Like it's to the point where I'm worse than I've ever felt in my life. I'm not kidding. I know I've done this many times.
She's very
YouTube
red. Very red.
Yeah, exactly, babe. Like YouTube doesn't care about racist, Islamophobic, fat shamer, bully, losers. They don't care, okay? TikTok, I've reported many things. Even
there is no on my channel or the other channels that I'm involved with, I've not seen a single ounce of Islamophobia that has been accepted. FFG's called it out. Pulpy's called it out. I don't think anybody would accept Islamophobic comments in their chat or from any of the people in their chat. I have not made any comments. Pulpy, FFG, the other creators that I watch, we have not said anything that is Islamophobic. We've said things that we don't like about Chantal as a person specifically. She needs to stop saying that. I don't know why she's saying that, because she's trying to be in a protected group and blah, 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 blah. But nobody is saying that. And I can tell you now that if I saw comments in my chat that were Islamophobic, that person would be yeeted immediately, blocked and yeeted, gone, blocked from my channel completely. I will not tolerate that in here, nor would I travel racism, homophobia, transphobia, attacking any of my members. Trolls, fine. Just keep it respectable. But Islamophobia is not accepted in the community. It's not a thing. She needs to shut up.
They try to bring FFG's video clips on TikTok, and I report them, they get taken down. I still probably have a lot more to report, but no one's going to have that crap over there. It's a completely different platform.
It's not a completely different platform. It's harsher than here.
And they just updated their terms of service as well. And whatever. And I can play music. I can have fun. We can have karaoke nights. I think like the mental stress would be less. But even right now, I just feel like I just need to focus on myself, Ramadan, and you know, yeah. Oh, you say that, Monica, but you'll be watching my old videos. I know it.
We will watch the old videos. Why wouldn't we?
You don't have
Until
to
she
stay on
comes back,
TikTok,
we've
but
got to
like you
fill in
guys are
time
paying for
somewhere,
memberships here,
and we'll
so
watch other stuff, and
you
we'll
can
do
do
our own
members only
thing.
live streams on TikTok as well.
Hi,
I want to
Bo.
work out with you, your gym. Thank you,
Glamosaurus Rex.
Elizabeth.
Hello.
Thank you. Yeah, you really got me there. G says she's not friends with Just Saying because she used a pic of her ex and it hurt her. She's a narcissist. She literally uses pics of my husband all the time. Like literally. So you're a big fat hypocrite. I've given some timestamp stream, yeah. They don't seem to give a crap. They don't find anything wrong with any of this content.
That's because those timestamps don't show anything that break terms of service. There's no breakage of terms of service. Your opinion, because it's about you, is skewed and biased. You think it's mean and bullying. People sit down and look at it and go, no, it's not. That's just your feeling. That's not what it is factually. So it slides. Just like when you used to come on stream with everything hanging out, showing too much body, was not supposed to be part of terms and services. They let that slide. The language that you've used talking about DD, smoking, driving high, these are things that are against terms of service on YouTube. That was let slide. You should be grateful that the terms of service is this lax on YouTube, or you would have been removed a long time ago. You don't like it when it doesn't work in your favor, but you will sure as hell appreciate it when it does.
Anyone. It's so ridiculous.
Hi, Jamie.
I think they took down like one video, like one or two. If US bans,
Hi,
I'm not
Ryan.
in the US.
Hello.
So if US bans TikTok, I'm not in the US. Why would the US ban TikTok? Because they're Chinese? I don't know.
Ryan, I one of these days am going to do a Cuba stream review just simply because anybody new who hasn't watched it, it is a really good baseline of foodie and a really good reminder of why she garnered a lot of the distaste that people have for her. So I will be doing that. I don't know when, maybe soon. It might be something that I might do as a member stream or an open chat. Maybe as an open chat, we'll do that. But yeah, once I get the member stream sorted out, that's what this was supposed to be, but it didn't work out. I'm still figuring it. It's hard, guys. This stuff's all hard.
They start making compilations. Yeah. That's the thing. It's not criticism channels. It's literal bully channels.
Is it?
I know all my subscribers are here, but if people are really interested and want to support me, then they would move with me to TikTok. If not, that's fine. There's billions, like millions and millions of people using TikTok.
Chantal, here is the honest truth. Even people with good personalities and massive followings get the shit on TikTok. They do. To make money on TikTok, you have to have a large following. You are not going to get that because of how you've come into TikTok. People are not going to watch you in the way that you think they will. TikTok is harsher for criticism and being dragged than YouTube. YouTube will seem like a friendly Thai massage in comparison to the horror of TikTok. If you think you're going to go over to that platform and have a cruisy, daydreamy, fluffy cloud existence where everybody's going to love you and throw gifts at you and you're going to make money hand over fist, you are in for an emotional boot camp because TikTok sends you no love and they switch in a heartbeat. Right? And that's just, she has to come back to YouTube. She will. She'll have to. She won't last on TikTok.
Really, Stan? I don't know. We'll see anyways. Right now I just have to focus on myself. So, yeah. So I guess everyone will have fun. Go have fun watching my old videos. Of like literally like of my past. Like I'm not even that person anymore. Like at all. So I really don't know how it's relevant. How people can try to use your past as a weapon when it's not even You know what I mean? Life is always moving forward, and you only fail when you stay down, and that's not going to happen to me.
Nacho
Oh,
girl,
if you okay?
I said the same
You can't
thing a
sub
little
if you have
while ago.
fans
I said the same thing. Just drop your content and then step away from the computer. Just go move on. Just don't worry about it. Don't worry about what people are saying. Just you do you, because you don't like the comment section. You don't need the engagement. You don't need or appreciate the feedback. So why do you engage with it? If you just want to drop your content, have people watch it, and then take the money and go and do whatever you want to do, just do that. You can do that on YouTube. You can do that on TikTok, but you're going to get a hundredth of the amount of money that you get from YouTube via hate watchers, people that don't enjoy your content, that just want to talk about it. So pick your poison, basically.
TikTok. I see what you mean. Oh, yeah. Oh, you guys don't trust TikTok? I mean, I don't really care if they follow me around. I don't really have
Okay,
anything to
see you,
hide
choo
anyways.
choo. Bye.
I'm not like a freaking spy,
All right,
you know. And
let's keep moving.
I'll let you out
No,
after.
we're not watching Harry stuff. I
Fed up?
can't stand to
Look at
see
his
him with
teeth.
animals.
He finished the corn. Nice.
He finished the corn? Oh, almost.
Almost.
He has this corn. Here, eat this corn, Howie. Come on.
I enjoy Milky Chai too. I think she's a young, fun, fresh face. Her opinions are good. She's well spoken. She's got a little bit of sass about her. I look forward to seeing her, watching more of her content.
Good boy. Like, it's hi PNV. It's to a point where it's just like not
she's just
enjoyable for
backdrop,
me
really,
too.
isn't she?
Welcome back, Rena Roo. See you on TikTok. Yeah, I'll let you guys know for sure, but YouTube
That
has
was
become so
Salah.
toxic.
He's
It's
come
just really,
home. Let's go back. We'll
you
go
know.
back a little bit and watch their awkward interaction.
I'll let you out after. I don't trust you in here. You can go in your playpen. He
She's
goes
breathing
immediately to wash
hard
his
from
kisses
that.
off of him.
Wow.
Okay, so I don't have Instagram actually because I had the two-step authentication thing on. And now I can't remember anything. And it goes to my old phone number. I don't even have a Canada phone number. I only have a Kuwaiti phone number. You're not coming out yet. Harry. Stop it. Oh, Howie. So I guess I'm just going to, you can message me. I might open my DMs on TikTok. I think, yeah, for now I'm going to be done with YouTube. I don't do it to like punish you guys. I do it honestly for my own mental health. It's really, really, really bad.
Sure.
On here. So yeah. Honey.
Yes.
Harry. Oh, he stopped when he heard you. Come look. Harry.
Sahur time after
Now.
1 hour.
Okay. You want my pasta?
Howie.
Harry. He's cute, eh? What do you think about all this, babe? Carolina, I love you guys, but
do we see how her voice changed just then? Hi, Snarky Priest. Hello. How you going? Hi. Oh, what did she say about the 1 hour thing? I'm not too sure.
honestly, I hate YouTube. Like for real. I'm not just. What do you think about all this, babe? Carolina, I love you guys, but honestly, I hate.
I'm not sure. I think I've missed it. Hang on.
Okay. You want my pasta?
Howie.
Harry. He's cute, eh? What do you think about all this, babe?
I'm not sure. I missed it. And I hate that
Carolina,
baby
I
voice
love you
too.
guys, but honestly, I hate YouTube. Like for real. I'm not just mentally fed up. Look at his teeth.
He finished the corn.
No, she didn't cook the
finished the
thing.
corn?
It
Oh,
was
almost.
jokes.
He has this corn. Here,
She was
eat this corn,
joking.
Howie. Come on. Come on. Good boy. Like it's hi PNV. It's to a point where it's just like not
It's
enjoyable
just so
for me
boring now.
to. Welcome back, Rena Roo. Yeah. See you guys next year. Yeah, we might release like we have some like driving videos, but that's about it. Like
Nobody
on
cares.
I won't be coming back here. Honestly, the driving videos I'll probably just post and log off, you know. So, ew, yeah, true, Rebe. No man would leave his gaming system. Bye, Dream. I'm sorry, guys. I know people think it's like drama and it's funny to you, but it's emotionally stressful for me, and I'm not in a good place because of that, and I just don't want it part of my life. So I have to think of other things that I can do.
She's dumb.
I know, Rinaroo, that's the thing.
Yeah, we're not responsible for her mental health, where she's not responsible for other
I'm
people's
being
mental
accountable
health. We're
to
not
I don't have to be
responsible for
accountable
hers.
to anybody. I don't owe any strangers on the internet anything. Thank you, Estrella. I know. Thank you. Thanks, guys. All right, guys.
Hi, Danger Otter.
No, I
Hello.
don't have PS3. I look now only laptop.
I can't understand him.
Oh,
I like the laptop the most.
yeah.
Oh, it doesn't matter. It's probably just dumb stuff anyway.
Okay, guys. Yeah, I know, jokes. I don't even.
All
I don't know,
right,
like,
it's finished.
Exactly.
It's done. So that was just her having a big whinge, wah, wobbly woo. So the other one is, we'll just quickly do it. It's not as long as this one, and I can speed it up and skip. I haven't watched her Ramadan video, so I want to know what that's all about. Okay, so let me just pull it up. I'm surprised she hasn't pulled it down. Ew. Okay, video. Okay, let's speed it up. Speed him up, speed him up. Oh, it's on 1.25 already. Okay. All right. All right, let's watch the Rama one. Rama one. The Ramadan one. Okay, there we go. All right. So this one is, it's only 12 minutes and I've got it on 1.25. So we'll be able to get it through it pretty quickly, I reckon.
Assalamu alaikum. Ramadan Mubarak.
Can you hear it okay? Do I need to turn it up?
Sorry for the delay. So this is going to be about my first full Ramadan experience. So for those of you who are new here, just so you know, I am a recent Muslim revert. Before that, I was Christian, and I'm from Canada, and I'm living with my husband here in Kuwait in the Middle East. So just going to talk a bit about my experience with Ramadan.
DKG, that's
so
funny.
far.
Hi, Margarita.
So we had
hello.
our first fast yesterday, the 23rd of March. Today's the 24th. I will show you some clips at the end of this talking part with clips of meal times, iftar. The meal after the fast is called iftar. And I will do more vlogs as well, day to day, depending. I mostly just film the iftar. There's also a meal, pre-fast meal called suhoor, which you have before the first prayer fajr at around 3:30 or so in the morning. And then fajr is around.
Now, for me, I would have thought instead of sitting on like live streams raging at everybody, calling FFG all sorts of names and just going off at everybody, wouldn't it have been great if she'd sat down maybe on a live or done a little video explaining her plan for Ramadan, how they know what day Ramadan starts on, what the meals are called, what the progression is, what the 10 days at the very end mean, how she's going to start prepping and getting her feasting organized to counterbalance the fasting, how the lack of water, her concerns, her gym workout, what her schedule is going to be like, because this is a completely foreign thing for her. And it's, for a lot of us, it's not something that we've ever had to do in our lives or are very familiar with. So for her to come from the West as a reverted Muslim, wouldn't it have been interesting to see how she's prepping herself for her very first Ramadan? Instead of doing it like this, after the fact, after all the conjecture, wouldn't it have been great to have seen this before Ramadan actually started? And then we would have been set up for her first day of Ramadan and we'd have a different kind of mindset, that we would understand that she knows what she's doing. She's done some research. She's educated herself a little bit. We know what to look for to see if she's following up. It builds trust with us. She does something, she follows it through.
Around 4:30 in the morning, and then the fasting starts. No water. It's a dry fast, so no water, no food. Honestly, so far, I haven't been finding it too bad. If anything, I miss the water, but It's not as bad as I thought it would be. It's actually very doable. The trick is what you eat and not to eat too many salty things, especially for suhoor.
She's done it for one day. One day. In her experience, after one day, this is what you do.
Iftar, we try to eat as healthy as possible, but by the time iftar came around, I was really hungry, and you really appreciate the food that you're going to eat. Honestly, one thing I underestimated was how busy Ramadan is going to keep you. Just with preparing food, bigger meals, and with visiting family and friends, and all the extra praying and reading of the Quran. So I've been trying to read at least like 3 to 5 pages of the Quran per day. I do have a nice copy that is translated, and I received that as a gift from my husband when I took my shahada. So there's 5 prayers a day: Fajr, Duhr, Asr, Maghrib, Isha. So each prayer has a certain amount of units. So Fajr, for example, has 2 units, which is called rakats of prayer. Then Duhur has 4, and Asr has 4, Maghrib has 3, and Isha has 4. There's something optional you can do during Ramadan to pray extra, as Ramadan is also, it's meant to be a time of fasting, but also a time of prayer and peace and getting closer to Allah. So there's also a prayer during Ramadan. It's called Sunnah, which means optional prayer. It's the Taqaweh. I hope I'm saying that right. Probably not. I apologize. And you can choose to do extra rakats or units of prayer between 4 to 10, as Ramadan is the time for extra prayer and getting closer to Allah and reading the Quran, just a time of peace. So the more you do in Ramadan to help others.
She's obviously feeling very peaceful during Ramadan. She's quit YouTube, she's quit her job, and she's yelled at everybody and told everybody off during Ramadan. My first day of Ramadan. Okay. She's practicing. This was just a practice round. Today was just to get the vibe, to get the feel of it, see what it's doing. Tomorrow's the actual real first day.
And to get closer to Allah, the more good deeds you will receive. Have some water. Honestly, about 5 minutes before Fajr, I down one of these babies. No, within about a half an hour, I drink at least a whole liter of water, because that's going to be it. In my next video, I will show you more of the suhoor and how I prepare. The idea is to also eat a lot of hydrating foods like fruits and vegetables at the meal breakfast time, and things that are satiating. So I'll get more into that in another video.
Her favorite stuff.
So we were on our way to have our first iftar with family, and what I was really surprised about were the people on the streets. Everyone right before iftar, right before the fasting end, was rushing around, going to the restaurants, going to get food, running home to eat. And you see people with like 4 boxes of pizzas just running to and fro. So the streets are really busy right before iftar because everyone is like hungry and rushing home to go eat. Another thing,
there's also something that she hasn't mentioned that is quite charitable, is that people prepare meals for the elderly, the people that can't really get themselves a lot of food, who may not be as financially as well off, who can't feast during Ramadan, during the hours between sunrise and sunset. They will make, there's that soup, there's a special soup that they make, and they will leave them for people publicly so that they can have feasting food as well as part of the Ramadan, like the charity to your wider community. This is a big thing that they do as well, but I don't think she's probably going to participate in any of that.
About Ramadan is it's such a vibe. It's such a positive, wonderful, peaceful vibe of like sharing and unity. And just, for example, every day so far since Ramadan, even though I know it just started, we've had people knocking on our door giving us food and things like that.
Hi, Joe,
so you'll see in this iftar clips at the end of the video here that one of our neighbors brought us delicious food. Then another neighbor brought us some ful, so we will be eating that for suhoor. And again, I will talk about that more in detail later. So you're probably all wondering, did I suffer? Did I, sneak food and all this and that? Actually, the answer is no, because actually the fact that you get to eat from, let's say 6 p.m. is when iftar is usually around 6 p.m., 6:03, give or take. You get to eat all night if you want to, and then you have a suhoor, a big breakfast before the fasting. And then in between prayer, I have been resting here and there, depending on our sleep pattern. But I have been keeping up with the prayer, and again, I've been reading the Quran. We've been watching Islamic movies together. It's movies that are very teaching the whole history of Islam as a new revert. I find it very helpful. So you have this huge window of being able to eat. If you haven't,
I think it is the 28th.
Food at suhoor, it's not really that bad. It is a lot of work to make bigger meals, and especially I'm going to be learning how to make extra things. I want to learn how to make homemade sambusas. Wait till I show you guys the video on that. These are so delicious.
From what I've read, though, they don't recommend that you overeat because you're fasting for so long. It's actually bad for your body, and it makes you go a bit wonky. You should eat till you're satisfied and satiated. Same thing. Your hunger is increased because you've been fasting all day, but they don't. And you still need to eat moderately because moderately is one of the behavioral codes of conduct that you need to have as a Muslim. So just sitting down and eating a massive table of food is maybe what you want to do, but you still need to have some self-control and eat moderately. That's from what I've read, and that's what I've heard from like podcasts and things. Just because you're starving and hungry doesn't mean you get to pig out.
And it's like little triangles of dough, but you stuff them with like olives, cheese, things like that. And I want to make things that I can share with our neighbors as well, because Ramadan is about giving. So we are also going to be giving to charities, but I will get more into that at a later time. So I guess that's all I really have to say for now. Again, I will continue to document my Ramadan experience. So far, I feel just more at peace and more connected to Allah, and it's a really, really peaceful feeling. So now we will get to the part of the video where I show you guys clips from the meal times and little clips like that. So I guess that's about it. Here you go. I hope you guys enjoy.
I'm the same mad slicker. If I'm doing like intermittent fasting, which I haven't done for a while, because I've had weight loss surgery, I eat these tiny, like lots of small meals throughout the day. I get to a point where I actually don't feel the hunger anymore. It just sort of turns into a nauseous feeling because I'm overly hungry and I don't actually want to consume. I think it's your body's way of shutting down and trying to help your brain when food is sparse or not accessible. I get less hungry, and that's why I sometimes think intermittent fasting can be like not good for some people, but good for others. But yeah, I get less hungry the more I fast.
And we'll see you next time. Bye.
So I plan on doing a more complete video on prayer, but I just thought I'd show you some snippets here. This is the prayer rug and the Quran, of course, because I do still need to read a little bit from it. And also I do read a few pages after I finish praying. And this is a non-alcoholic perfume spray to spray on your prayer gown before praying, or on your body if you're a male before praying. And it's actually from Salah's business. And he actually sells quite a bit of these for Ramadan. It's a mixture of scents, very floral and like patchouli and different scents. I'm not sure exactly what's in it. I'll have to ask him and get back.
Is she doing an ad for her husband's business during her prayer session? Is that what she's doing? Wow. And we've got a nice shot of the ugly cookies and cream carpet here. Nice.
Back to you. Hi guys, so I'm about to pray Fajr. Allahu Akbar. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdina siratal mustaqim. Siratal lazina an'amta alaihim ghairil maghdubi alaihim waladdallin. Amen. Subhana Rabbiyal Allah, Subhana Rabbiyal Allah, Subhana Rabbiyal Allah. So we're just picking up some sweets to bring for
Short and
iftar.
sweet,
We
easy
are
enough.
having with Salah's family, and there's people rushing around the streets just waiting to go rush home and eat. They're picking up pizzas, they're picking up food, they're picking up everything. It's really busy on the streets right now. So this is the first iftar we had with Salah's family. There's a chopped salad, some soup, tomato soup with potatoes, some homemade sambusa. There's
Okay. So in contrast, this is for an entire family. This is maybe one of a couple of rounds that they have. But does this not look reminiscent of what she and Salah would eat together in a meal, just the two of them? I think we've seen her eat this amount of food just on her own. So this isn't going to be enough food for her. Maybe that's what she's angry about, is that she's gone to a family place for food. There's not been enough technically speaking, there's enough food for everyone, but not including foodie, because we've seen how much she can consume. And that's just because of her ED and how her body is now structured, and she's built that tolerance up. But I don't feel like this would be enough food for an entire family. There has to be more.
So good. They had cheese and olives inside. I'm going to try to make this myself. And this was also, we had chicken uzi. So it's Arabic style spiced rice with toasted nuts and peas and roasted chicken. And of course, we had some clear soup. And we started.
Usually, the Ramadan, the fast is broken with dates because that's the food that Muhammad had. That's how he broke his fast. So traditionally, that's what they do. So I've found out, but that food looked good. Not gonna lie, that looked really yummy.
The iftar
Especially
with
the
dates.
soup. Oh my god.
Then we had some tea or chai in Arabic and some sweets
Sugar.
such as Aish al Saraya and Basbousa. And that liquid
Which
you
is good
see,
because
the
you need
dark
it.
red, is called Vimto. It's something that they have for Ramadan exclusively, kind of like we have eggnog in the West.
Mm.
All right, so this is the second iftar, and I prepared this myself, just a different mixture of things. A little bit of everything seems to be the style of serving food for iftar during Ramadan. So we have some vimto, the syrup mixed with.
She really is focused on the food side of it because Ramadan is actually more than the fasting. It's just one of the things, and the fasting is one of the pillars of Islam, but there is so much more. There's the charitable acts, there's the prayer, there's the consciousness about your behavior, your modesty, your family events, the cultural events, the games that they play. There's more to it than just the food. But of course, being foodie, that's where her focus is centered. It's the most important part.
Water, the mixed fruit syrup. Of course, a huge, at least 1.5 liter of water. Definitely going to need that. We have some sesame breads that are good to dip in milk. And we have some
That
dates
sounds
and milk, which
amazing.
we break the fast with first. These are breads with cheese, kind of feta cream cheese with za'atar. Very delicious, kind of like fatar. We have some chicken strips and nuggets for salah. I do not really like those myself, but we have them. And some hummus as well. And for the chopped salad, for the dressing, I just use some olive oil, lemon juice, and cumin, salt, and pepper. And then one of our generous neighbors from India made these delicious treats. I'm not really sure what they are. They're like potato balls and then these little pita stuffed with chicken and a spicy mayo. They were so good. And then I made this rice with ghee and I processed some tomatoes with garlic.
No, I think when she meant like the eggnog, not like the flavor and the look. I think she meant like the specificness. The what's it called? The Vintmo? Is that what you called it? Vintmo? Vintmo? Vimto, in the sense that it's drunk specifically around that time of the year, like it's for Ramadans particularly or fasting. Whereas eggnog, most people don't usually drink eggnog throughout the year. It's just specifically for Christmas. So I think that's how that was meant to be the comparison, is that it's for special times of the year. But it is nothing like eggnog. Even the description that she gave was nothing like eggnog.
And tomato paste and chicken broth. It was so good. And then I also fried some eggplant. I like to eat the eggplant with the rice. So here you have it, iftar number 2. Some days I will cook, some days family will cook, some days we will eat out. Bismillah. So while eating, Salah wanted to watch this movie with me to give me a good background on the story of Islam. So this is the story of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and the beginning of Islam. And it's a very interesting movie. It's from the 70s. The movie is called The Message and it's been translated to many different languages. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this vlog. This will be the end of it so far for day 1 and 2 that I've covered. And I will have more Ramadan vlogs for you coming out soon. So thank you for watching my journey. I really appreciate it. Please feel free to leave any constructive comments or questions that you have, and I'll do my best to answer. Thank you so much. Bye for now, guys.
Okay. So she was upset that people didn't like that people were like crapping all over it. I honestly don't think it was that bad. She showed her doing her prayer. All she basically talked about was the food. She didn't talk about all the other, like some other elements, but foodie is a bare minimum kind of person. She's got a lot to expand on, so we can look forward. Well, we can't look forward to it now because she's quit, but other videos would have expanded on other themes of Ramadan and other things that they do. It's hard because you sort of like can sit here and go, well, I would have done this and I would have done that, but she may be restricted by what she can film and who she can film and how she can film. So I would have liked to have seen her preparing some of the dishes. I would have liked to have seen her maybe in the kitchen with some of the other women, and editing their features and, hiding their identity, but watching her prepare it with other people perhaps would have been nice. Talking about the fresh ingredients, how long it took, like the process of making all that food, because she talked about how ad nauseum how much effort it is to create the food for iftar. So, and that sort of thing. I would have liked to have seen more of the prep to see how much of an effort and how much of a sacrifice doing Ramadan is for a Muslim, because it's not just you don't eat. There's the flip side of it. You've got to make a lot of food to satisfy a lot of tummies. And you've got to do it within like traditional foods and the correct types of foods. So she's not really showing us a well-rounded perspective, but she's showing us her perspective. Her perspective is she's a good Muslim now because she prays and she knows the prayers. She can recite them, so that's there. She wasn't happy at the critique of her abaya, her prayer robe, whatever. It's hers. She has to wear it. She likes it. That's great. And food-centric foodie. She's always about the food. Food is her number one. That's it. End of the day. She's going to always talk about food, and that's going to always be her focus. She's had a meltdown today because of the fasting, the food. She's obviously had an upset with Salah. She's quit the YouTubes and she's moving to TikTok to make lots and lots of money. Basically, that's the synopsis for today. No nasty community tabs that I've seen. I didn't check, but I'm pretty sure I would have seen them by now if there were them. So now I've got a palette cleanser for everybody. Do you want to see? This is a little reaction channel that I watch. Not a reaction channel, a YouTube channel that I like to watch. And it's called Nala Stomps. Has anybody heard of it? A lot of, oh yeah, hit the like, guys. So to wrap up, to finish off the stream, we're going to watch some Nala Stomps. This is a reaction, not a reaction channel. I keep saying reaction channel. It is a YouTube channel that I like to watch. It's a gentleman and his dog, right? And the dog's name is Nala. And I'm going to show you why it's called Nala Stomps. Koala in the tree palette cleanse. I don't have that picture or that video, I don't think. Is it on my channel? I can see if I can go and find it, but I want to show you Nala because I really enjoy this little channel. They do lots of shorts, and that's what I like. I like watching shorts. Okay. Okay. I'll make it big screen so you can see it. There we go. All right. Get ready for cuteness overload.
22 recap of the best Nala Stomps right here.
She stomp, she do the soggy stomps. Stomp, she do the crazy stomps. She do the beachy stomps. She do the mother stomp. She do the mother stomp. You do the mother stomp.
Legs?
She stomp. She do the grandma stomp.
Oh my God.
She do the mother stomp. She do the mother stomp. She do the snowy stomp. She do the Nala stomp.
You stomp, you do the rodeo
It's
stomp.
so cute, right?
She do the Nala stomp.
No hands, just dance.
You stomp, you do the baby stomp.
She do the upside down stomps.
We got the 2022 recap of the best Nala Stomps.
So there's more videos and stuff, but that was just a recap. He takes her out on a lot of adventures, and he explained how it all started. It all started because Nala just naturally goes and stands in between people's legs. It was just a habit that she had, and he would just give her little butt scratches, and then her legs would start to go up and down. That's just her habit. And when she gets really excited, she bounces at her legs. And then just one day the song came about. So that's how the whole thing started. And I just find it really endearing, really endearing. Now, I can see if I can find that video of the koala that's on my channel. I'll see if I can find it. I haven't looked at it in ages. God, it's so long ago. Oh, there it is. I found it. I found it. Okay. So this was, for those who haven't seen it, I live in an area where there's lots of trees and I have eucalyptus trees in my backyard, big gum trees. And we get koalas that live in them in my area. So, okay. I'm just going to show you. I just filmed it. My husband was doing some yard work one day and I decided to film it and just make a tiny little video so you can see. So here he is. His name's Carl. We named him Carl. And you'll hear my husband's voice as well.
Oh, sir.
Yeah, the tree's right there.
See Carl right there? Look at him. And the birds in the trees. That's my backyard. So that's looking out from my back patio. There's the fence. And there's little Carl. Look at his little fluffer ears. How fluffy it is. Now, I don't know if Carl's a boy or a girl, but we're going to assume that he's Carl the koala.
Assumed that it had stopped or whatever.
Oops. Get rid of that one. Yeah. So that's it. So we reviewed Foodies 2 videos. We've had 2 palate cleanses. How are we feeling, guys? Are we going to go out and have a great day, enjoy the sunshine? Or is it's getting close to the afternoon for you now, is it? You can see the sun's coming up where I am. It is 6:30 in the morning for me. So I've been here for 3.5 hours. Wow, that's taken ages. Or I've been here for 3 hours, I should say. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the stream. Hit the likes. For the new members, thank you. And I will keep going, trying to get this members only streams going. If you are a member, I'm just going to ask that you turn your notification bell on. That might help. I realize the times when I'm streaming may not be the greatest for everyone, but I am going to continue to attempt to do members only stream. I've got my video ready to go, but I will be doing these kind of open streams because they're way fun and I enjoy the chat and I enjoy all of your comments, and I hope everyone has a great evening, morning or day, wherever you are. Okay? And thanks for joining me today. Enjoy. Bye. I am going now.